Hey, happy Bush League Monday, everybody. We're doing a little bit of a warm-up flight from Kamloops to Cache Creek ahead of the upcoming Bush League event. It's the February fly-in, and it's going to get started here in about a half an hour. But buddy of mine, Downwind Sim, we thought we would just fly. There's so many great airports up here. We thought we would go ahead and just fly a little bit of an extra just to get warmed up. So, yeah, let's get going. Now, while Downwind gets himself set up, let's just take a look at what we've got going. By the way, if you don't know what's going on tonight, if you've never heard of the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In, you want to head over to downwindsim.com and take a look at. He has basically all of the fly-ins detailed and lots of good information. There are some scenery recommendations if you'd like, but as you can see, this is part 4. We started clear back in November. Then we had one. We decided after November that there was enough interest that we would just try to do one monthly, and so we picked the first Monday of the month, and so we jumped in and did one in December, and then we did one again in January, and now here we are. It's the first Monday in February, and we're back, and we've averaged a good steady 12 to 15 bush hooligans essentially, and so that's been just about right. And here's what the route is today. It's going to be pretty cool, I think. We're up here in the Whistler area, British Columbia. Here's Vancouver down here, and so you kind of get an idea of where we're at, sort of on the west coast of Canada, just north of Seattle. And we're starting actually. Downwind Sim and I are going to start in an airport called Kamloops, and we're going to fly to a little airport to the south, and then we're going to end up at Cache Creek, Charlie Alpha Zulu 5. And that's where the event will officially get started. And they may actually get rolling and take off before we get there, and that's okay. There's enough traffic that it's okay if it gets strung out just a little bit, but you can kind of get the gist of it. Um, it's through some remote country. These are all canyons through those BC Rockies, and then there's some airports scattered here and there. There's Lillooet Airport. There is Pemberton, and then we end up down here at Squamish. And then in between, we've mixed in just a couple of bonus airports. Like I said, we have one that we are gonna hit. Let me show you. These are just ones that we kind of messed around with during the week. The funnest part of these events for Downwind Sim and myself are just kind of digging into the scenery and seeing if there's anything that needs to be, modified, or sometimes, they're pretty close, but they just need a little bit of polishing up here and there. Downwind Sim actually has gone in the last several events and put in some custom buildings and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And I've kind of just tried to go and find little hidden gems that are out of the way that you might want to challenge yourself. And we have a couple of those today. But let me tell you where we're going first here. Let me see if I can get it zoomed in. So we're taking off. Here is Kamloops. I think this is Kamloops right here. Beautiful little airport, and I'll show you that in just a second. We're going to fly toward Cache Creek. We're gonna fly over the lake, I believe, and then we're gonna head down this river. And we need to kind of come. If I'm not mistaken, there's Harrison Lake. Yeah, they were looking right there is Tipola. So we're just gonna follow the river, Fraser River, I think is what this is, down to uh, what is this? I can't pronounce it. The Nahatlik River, where it turns west. No, actually, I take that back. We're going to go down here. Well, we could take the Nahatlik River and zigzag our way through if we wanted to, but we may end up going down even further south. We got to somehow intercept Harrison Lake, and then the Tipola airfield that we're going to land in. Not part of the event, but just kind of for fun, is down here at the north end of Tipola Lake, and then we'll basically zoom back up and try to figure out just how the heck, we may, knowing us, we'll probably just take off and try to zigzag our way through and rejoin this Fraser River and then head back up, kind of follow our way back up to Cache Creek. And then after that, that's when the guys are going to go from Cache Creek and they're going to wind their way around this country and make their stops. And then we have another couple of spots. One of them is in here. This little lake is it's called Duffy, and there's it's not really even an airstrip. It's just a like a parking spot. Like the road runs. You can see the road here. It's like a little turnoff parking spot. It's 900 foot long and it's gravel, and we it's a very, very challenging place to land, and even worse when it comes to taking off. In fact, I've been practicing, and I'm one for. Oh, hey, Jet Pilot Cinnamon checking in, and you triggered something there, so awesome. You get an emote thanks to Jet Pilot's cheer. Okay, I don't know what that means, but thanks, man. That's cool, buddy. Oh, I get a little love brown. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that. Yep, Jet Pilot Cinnamon kind of helped me get some things figured out here on on the stream labs. It's been kind of cool. The Twitch. I appreciate his help, and Dimitri Lee checking in. So um, good to have you guys. Good to have you. Cheer to take. I think okay. Top weekly cheers. I guess I need to somehow figure out how to get that displayed on my thing. But anyway, we'll worry about that later on. But good to have you guys. And I know Jet Pilot Cinnamon JPC is getting ready to join us here as well. We're doing a little, by the way, a little warm up flight. And I was just kind of talking through that. So anyway, Duffy, it's going to be entertaining because I've attempted it 8 times the departure, and I've only been successful once. But I'm currently on a one successful departure winning streak. So the Titanium Druid, hello sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. And then up here we have Birkenhead Lake, and Birkenhead Lake has an actual right proper airstrip out here that we're gonna potentially hit too. Just kind of depends on time. And what we found with our Bush League events is that we tend to get a little bit bunched up, and anyway, if we have a few alternate spots, we think maybe it'll allow people to get spread out a little bit and not waiting around at these airports. So we're going to try that. It's the Bush League events are kind of a work in progress. Oops, I just missed a call, I think, from Downwind Sim. Hopefully he's not having trouble. Hopefully he's ready to go here as well. But yeah, if you guys that are just tuning in wanna load up here at Kamloops, um, Charlie Yankee Zulu Kilo, you could definitely follow along and yeah, we can have some fun. But uh, that's I think just about it. Let's pull this guy out of the way. Let's see. I think maybe there's our guy. Yep, he's loaded up and ready to go. I'm going to head over to his voice channel, and I'm sure he's been trying to talk to me. So, um, sorry guys, I'm trying to communicate via whoops via Discord. So that's part of the deal here is we have some Discord back channels, and yeah, hey, hello guys, how we doing?
Hey, Brent, what's going on?
Just ready for some fun and trying to connect with Downwind here a little bit. I know he's getting set up. I think I see his plane. Maybe it's Trax. Trax, are you here? Going to join us in the warm up flight?
I wasn't planning on it.
Trax
Uh,
is over in the origination airport with me.
All right, no problem. We just decided we would jump over. I know Trax was trying to get cam loops as part of the plan at one point in time, and we didn't quite pull it off. But it's such a beautiful airport that we thought, as a warm up, we would just start here and fly in. And I know some of you guys do that also. So anyway, that's where we're at. We'll be your way here in just a little bit, though.
yeah, I guess if Slant Alpha was talking about getting going a little closer to 8 o'clock, so if you guys take off, it's a pretty quick flight from there to Cache Creek.
Yeah, sounds good. And we're gonna do a little side detour down to Tippleda and then back up to Cache Creek. And we thought maybe that would help get traffic strung out a little bit. And so don't wait on us. We'll be right behind you if nothing else.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey,
Hey,
Downwind.
Trax. Hey, Melvin. Trax, thanks for all of the planning and stuff. Great area.
Well, thanks. Hope you guys enjoy the flight.
Yep, I've
What's
already
going on, Dylan?
I've already enjoyed all kinds of stuff.
I
All right, so I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna mute that just for a second, and we're gonna get started here. Al South checking in. Hey, Al South, how you doing? Dakota Pilot, long time no hear, buddy. Hope things are well with you and Aquafunkalistic Booty Wap. Good to have you along, my man. Yeah, Cam Loops. It is quite the place. We've now had two of our Bush League events up here in the British Columbia area, and neither one of them have. Well, the first one was unbelievable, and this one here, I've flown it just for practice a couple times, and so um, anyway, it's really an awesome thing. So an awesome place. But I'm gonna get started because I'm ready to fly. Then I'll check back in with Downwind here, and he's saying hello and getting himself going, and I'm gonna get this bird ready to go as well. So all right, let me head back over. I'm gonna check back in with Downwind, and we'll kind of rock and
Always
roll.
been that way.
I mean, it's whatever. Are you
So
gonna be on around on Thursday, Dylan?
Yeah, gonna try. Yep.
Sweet. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just force the weather VFR since it's gonna be absolute garbage. And then since I'm in New York Arctic, I already told everyone that might control to accept the fact that we're gonna be VFR. So we'll be good.
Okay, sounds great.
all right, engines are running for me, Mr. Downwind Sim, and I am ready when you are. Do you want to brief our arrival just a little bit here? I guess
Yeah, can
brief
you
our
hear
route.
can you hear me on 122.8?
No, because I haven't turned that on yet. Let me turn that on.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
feel like I've heard that one before.
I'm the worst at that, guys. What is my deal?
You just
Too
don't
ma-
like talking to people, that's all.
I
it's too
know.
many options, right? Like if you're in the airplane, you're not gonna hear anybody unless you turn something on. And
Oh
then
my gosh.
Discord and this and that and the other. Too many options.
It is. You're right.
Well, hello, hello, hello.
Howdy.
Okay, I'm going to mute
Good
you guys
evening,
for just
everyone.
a second and try to get things set up here, and then I'm ready to go when you are, sir. All right, so let's 2280. One of my planes, I keep forgetting I'll have it tuned into 2280. And cam loops traffic, November 11816, mic check. 5x5. Actually, not 5x5, but uh-oh. Headset. Okay. And let's do that radio check one more time, sir. God. All right. Okay, I hear you actually through my external speaker, so I'm going to have to do a little real quick audio reconfig on my X-Pilot. Stand by. All right, this happens to me from time to time, so I'm gonna show you what I'm doing in case I'm doing something wrong. Well, first of all, I don't have my flight plan filed, but audio push to talk. Now I have microphone set. Okay, that ought to be okay. I don't know why that's not working. And radio check one more time. Ah, dang it. I'm gonna disconnect X-Pilot and come back in. I'm still not getting you through my headphones. All right, part of the deal here. A little bit quirky, X-Pilot. I do kind of like you. I'm not 100% loving you, but all right, we're the Cessna 170. Aries the Hound checking in. Hello, yeah, Aries. We're kind of back in our comfort zone here. We're kind of back in the bush plane, the Cessna 170. And actually, before I file the flight plan, let me just see if my audio is working here. Okay, Razor, Man of War, that's all I have. Man of War, that's all I have. Apply, apply. And, okay, Cam Loops, one more time. Let me hear you.
8 Hotel Sierra, radio check.
Yes, I am ready, sir. Finally got her ready to go.
All right, let's take off, and I don't know if we have enough time to go all the way down to wherever you had said. That's going to be, we're going to probably miss everybody. So what about flying just right over to Cache Creek and then joining the group?
I don't mind that idea one bit. That sounds good to me. All right. So we're VFR. I'm gonna type in Cam Loops here.
All right, I muted the Discord there for a moment. Let's giddy up whenever you're ready and heading to the west.
Yep, looks like we just follow over the lake there basically, and that takes us kind of where we want to be, right?
Roger.
Okay, I'm just filing my flight plan, so if you want to get going, I'll be right behind you. All right, so never mind what I talked about heading down the river here. We're just going to go ahead and head straight to Cache Creek and get started, which is okay. It's going to be a plenty long day anyway. Well, it won't be a long day, but it's the flight itself will take a little while, so might as well. We have two possible alternate airports to land at if we wanted to. I'm not going to do an alternate here, and we're getting ready to go right now. So I'm going to say 0100. It's going to be approximately a 3-hour tour, Gilligan style. We'll be barely 100 probably most of the way, and I think I'm going to file 3,500. So Bush League, back country, fly in. Sweet. All right, there we go. We're filed. We're going to squawk mode Charlie, and we're going to get going here. Let me just get caught up on the checklist here. One of my best friends grew up in Hope, works at a museum in Kamloops or somewhere in there. Awesome, awesome. I'd love to get up there and visit sometime. Be totally awesome. Dakota been busy beating P3D into submission. My money's on you, Dakota. And then Aries the Hound checking in. Good to see you, Aries. As always, as always. So we need to be, let's just make sure we are squawking VFR down here. Are we not? No, we're not. 1 2 0 0. Whoops. 1 2. What have I done? All right, for Pete's
Kamloops
sake.
traffic, 8 Hotel Sierra is taxing to runway departing to the west, Kamloops.
There we go. Squawking. And we'll turn that on to Alt. And there you heard our friend Downwind Sim.
Runway 22.
He is ready to rock and roll. So we'll bounce back and forth again between the back channel and Unicom. Let's get this spun around here so it matches up. About 130 it looks like. And I do have real weather going, and 260 at Niner, so it's pretty windy out right now. We'll see. This mainly the visibility that I always worry about. So anyway, we'll address that problem when we run into it. And now I got to figure out where the heck I'm at. It's quite a taxi to from where I'm at, I think, to where I need to go. Gosh, that's not going to help me out at all. All right, let's just figure out. Should have paid attention to where Mr. Downwind Sim was going. We need to head. Oh, there he goes. All right. So he's found the runway. Maybe we'll just go straight ahead and see what happens here. We don't need a heck of a lot of real estate to get this PropStrike 170 in the air. So let's just head this way. In fact, I have on occasion departed just crossways across the ramp and across the grass next to the runway. In fact, one of my first trips in this plane, it was at Bella Coola, and it was blowing so hard. I was brand new to X-Plane. It was the first mod I'd put on, first mod airport that airport, first add-on airport and modified. Oh boy, good lord, modified airplane. So it was an interesting experience. Kamloops traffic, Cessna 11816. We're taking runway 22 VFR westbound, Kamloops. Just about put this guy on my nose, but I haven't done that in a while. All right, let's give a notch of flaps. I am going to turn on landing and taxi. It just helps everybody in the air kind of see what's going on. And here we go. Let's see if we fight that wind and how we do. Yeah, we're up. 9 knot crosswind will do the job. Looked like there was maybe a different runway that took me more into the wind, but that's okay. We'll take what we have right here and head on out. There is the beautiful Kamloops Reservoir. And Cache Creek is 2,400 foot in elevation, so we're just going to do a gentle climb here. Don't have anything leaned because we're under 3,000, but maybe just a gentle climb up to around 3,000. Big thank you again to our friend Trax for setting up, organizing this tour today, basically organizing the fly-in. He was the one that created the route and took quite a bit of time with working with Downwind Sim and Slant Alpha Adventures, who's the other guy that is a part of coordinating these events. But anyway, he's picked a fantastic place, and it's a lot of fun. I've been flying around and just testing some things out in here, and it's going to be a fun night tonight. So a big thank you first off to Trax, and then a thank you to Downwind Sim, who is responsible for the airport upgrades that you're going to see here today. I messed around with a couple of the alternate airports, but he was the one that came in and really put everything together on his website. Got everything, all the information organized for everybody to be able to participate in. And by the way, you don't need to have ortho scenery. You don't need to have the airports, but it just helps. You know how it is. If you don't want it to look default, if you want to have especially with us being as VFR as we are, if you want to have good landmarks to go off of, it's nice to have those things. And everything that we do is free, so we really are trying to encourage as many folks as we possibly can to join along. And so anyway, hopefully if you aren't able to make tonight's, maybe set aside the next Monday coming up in March, and we'll be happy to have you along. Boy, I must be way behind you because you're starting to break up, but I am airborne. So areas, we are up here, British Columbia, kind of the Whistler area. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's up north of Vancouver. And we, Downwind Sim and myself, we started from the Kamloops Airport. And did I just get bumped? What happened here? Okay, I'm reconnected. Anyway, we are flying to a spot called Cache Creek. So Kamloops is right here. I'm having a heck of a time staying connected. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that's not interrupting the stream too much. But anyway, we're going to follow this little valley and end up at Cache Creek, and then we go from Cache Creek. We're going to follow. There's a nice ravine and river to follow into Lillooet, and then down here through to Pemberton, and then down south into Squamish, and that's kind of the plan. So so if you want to fire up, man, and join us at Cache Creek, the more the merrier. I am having a heck of a time here with my voice server. I don't know what's going on, but Downwind, do you still have me on voice here?
I'm not looking at on Discord.
Yeah, my X-Pilot keeps disconnecting. I just wanted to make sure that I was back connected and on voice. All right, so Trax 360 already has us inbound here. And Arizona's work, doggone it. Well, shoot, next time, man, next time. Right about 8 o'clock Eastern time is when we try to do it, first Monday of every month. And Al South forgot about it. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Trying to download the scenery and get caught up. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's only three or four airports, and they're all pretty simple. So hopefully
we'll fly the field at 1,000 feet above, and we'll check the wind. Diamond 62 Cache Creek traffic.
Okay, it sounds like we're getting close to Cache Creek, and we've got some radio traffic going on. We may end up having to coordinate a little bit as we come in and land, but that's again all part of the fun. So anyway, yeah, Al South, hopefully you'll be able to get it loaded up and join in and check the yeah, and I didn't get that message, that warning message. So hopefully that's not an issue. I did upgrade my CPU, and I've been up around between 60 and 70 ever since. So I don't know if that's it. I have been. It's been a little bit. My internet has been a little bit glitchy today. We're having a huge snowstorm where I live, and so I'm thinking that probably has a little something to do with it. I'm hoping it holds out, and yeah, I don't end up getting booted, but we'll see, I guess. So, all right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, Al South. Now that's with like a simple, like this plane right here, with any kind of add-on it's got a little bit of beef to it, it's not quite as bad. But I still haven't been down there getting that 20 frames per second warning, so I'm pretty happy about that. All right, well, let's take a peek here.
Traffic, traffic, Diamond 7 Lima Alpha, 7 miles out to land, 33 Catrick, we'll do straight in.
All right, so he's out maybe just flying some patterns, or maybe he's inbound from somewhere else. That's our friend Trax. That's the guy that's, I believe, setting it up. Sounds like Trax anyway. The runway at Cache Creek is 15 and 33, and so we'll have to just figure out when we get there if the wind's out of the west, and neither one of those is really great, but probably 33 is a little bit better. So yeah, here is the Hound. They have just figured out, or just finally got, it's called Audio for VATSIM, and now they do have a voice Unicom server, basically, or a setup essentially. And I don't know the ins and outs, the technicalities of it, but it allows you to broadcast 2280 just like you would in the real world. It doesn't have, necessarily, like a true CTAF. Like, I don't believe, if an airport had a different frequency other than 2280, I don't know that that's set up quite yet, but I think that might be in the works for later on. And I do think they also have a couple of other channels, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channel that you could go over and use. So it's whatever client you're using. So if you're using, I use XPilot. I know some people still use X Squawk Box. Some people are using Swift. And then of course, if you're in P3D world, most of those guys are using vPilot. And it's just your pilot client, your voice client there, and it's all integrated now into that. So whenever you just sign into that, that's part of the deal now. Swift, yep. Oh, you're giving it plus, or it's called Swift plus. Oh yeah, Swift works both. It's the setup is the booger for Swift, but once you get it going, it's been pretty nice, I think, from the sounds of it. Although there are some clunky things that you have to kind of get used to it. Yeah, and so I know a lot of the VATSIM pilots, they like that just because of that, Dakota. It's like one client that you use, you get used to it. It works the same for both. It's nice that way. And I think if you just did, I installed it and started setting it up, and it looked a little bit more than I wanted to mess with the night I was setting it up. And then literally the next night I heard about XPilot, and since I was a vPilot guy, I'm like, let me just wait a little bit, let me see what XPilot looks like, and let me just fly offline in the X-plane world and kind of get used to that. And then sure enough, within a couple of weeks, XPilot was out, and so I just went that route. But I know a lot of my friends have went ahead and they've just went with Swift, and they like it. So I can't argue against it. All right. Well, we've got a little bit of a cluster of activity up here up north, as you might expect. And it looks like there are a couple guys coming in. Maybe that wasn't Trax that was talking. We always have a few guys that like to fly into the fly-in, like really truly fly into it. In fact, I did that in our January one. It was kind of fun. I flew up from where I lived in Wyoming, and spent several days just flying up and in there, and it was kind of fun to feel like a real fly-in that way. and we always have a few guys that are doing that. I think that's partly why Downwind Sim and I are doing this little leg anyway. So
Cache Creek traffic, Diamond 62 is on the left, right downwind for the runway 33 Cache Creek traffic.
that's actually, is that Coffee? That might be another one of our friends, Coffee Bassey. Now Coffee set up the flight in January, and that flight was in Washington State, up around Mount Rainier, and another really fun flight. It ended up being maybe just a hair longer than we thought with all the traffic, but it still was really just a good flight overall. You have lots of streaming options, as you might guess. I know that Slant Alpha is streaming. I know that Downwind Sim is streaming, and they're both available. I would check them out if you could. The Downwind Sim streams in VR. He's got the Oculus set up, and so it's kind of cool. But it's a little different perspective there. And then, of course, you guys, Slant Alpha, man, he's the celebrity of the group. He's the guy that taught me everything I know. So he's very worth checking out. And still, we're all kind of new with the tail dragger, so it's it's fun to watch us all kind of mess around and try to learn. But
Diamond 62 Southern Alpha starting base final runway 33.
yeah, so that might be. So we have all kinds of planes in this deal. You can hear there's a Diamond. We have a couple of, we have a bunch of Cessnas. I think we've had Kodiaks in here. And I think one of the guys, Northwest Orient, he flies a DC-3 all the time. So
Helicopter.
yep, there's a helicopter.
429 Bravo Juliet, 5 nautical miles to the south of field, VFR 3,300, inbound direct for GA ramp, Cache Creek.
There's Chris. We will have a helicopter or two in there. That's kind of fun. So let's pop back in here and see what the back channel is going on and see if there's something I need to know here.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Oh, we just missed
Cache Creek.
downwind
Cache Creek
sign on. Darn it.
Diamond 62 is on the runway. We will exit the runway to the right, to the left, Cache Creek traffic.
All right, so this first leg here, I need to be kind of paying attention because we're getting close. It was a good 34-mile leg, and we've been in the air. It's been about 15 minutes, so we may be not quite 15. I forgot to set my timer, but we're going to be getting within 4 or 5 miles here pretty soon. This is the only leg of the flight I have not flown yet, so I'm still kind of getting used to things. But what I'm seeing here on SkyVector on my sectional is that when the river starts to turn south, that's kind of when we're going to be in that Cache Creek area. So that's when we need to start making our calls. I'm also paying attention to Downwind Sim, who's out in front of us, and I'll be listening to his calls as well. Current winds still 262 at 6, so we're still looking at that westerly wind. I think runway 33 is probably going to still be our best bet. It's a crosswind. It's going to be a 9-knot crosswind, so that's a pretty good crosswind for this little plane. But it's not going to scare us off. Custom time, yeah.
Cash Creek traffic, helicopter 429, Bravo Juliet, short final for GA ramp. Cash Creek.
All right, so the helicopter and one airplane is down, and we will probably start to hear some other guys departing here as well. There's Agent Bravo 7 getting connected.
Cache Creek traffic. Skyhawk 8 Hotel Sierra is on a right base for 15 at Cache Creek.
All right, so he's taking 15. We'll probably follow along. Again, it's a crosswind regardless. And Cache Creek, Skyhawk 11816 will be number 2, following into runway 15, Cache Creek.
33, the other 15.
Okay, that makes more sense. Runway 33 for 11816. All right. So we'll hang a left. We'll enter that left downwind for runway 33. We're at 2,800, not quite pattern altitude. Airport elevation's 2,040, and here's, it looks like where the river's turning south, so I think we're just going to continue straight ahead, and with any luck, the airport will be kind of right over the hill here. In fact, I might already be too far south. We're going to keep our eyes peeled. I think it's just right over here somewhere. It is a paved airstrip, and so and has quite a few buildings and things like that. Nice little airstrip. It's kind of up on a like a little mesa. I wonder if that's it right there. It's kind of got a cool departure. You kind of drop the terrain sort of falls away from you a little bit as you're departing.
Hotel Sierra's on the way in.
All right, well, I don't hear anybody.
Look at the mob at Cache Creek. Welcome, everybody. Where do I park? Good luck.
All right, I don't see where we're.
$300 an hour.
Oh man.
Oh, what am I doing here then?
I do not have the airfield in sight quite yet, so I do think it's up on this mesa. Is this it right here by chance? Bust out the downwind sim binoculars. Nope, that's not it. I see the edge of the ortho tile though, so maybe it's up here. Now we're above it, so boy, where the heck is it? Where is it? Where is it? 11816 and 11816 already lost. I think I've maybe have gone by it.
Oh boy.
This terrain looks somewhat familiar from a couple of practice departures. We're just going to turn back a little bit here to the north and see if yeah, there, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I passed by it.
Melvin, did you find us?
Hey, firm, I'm on the be the right upwind for 33. I'll make right traffic for runway 33, 11816. There we go. Gives me a chance to get slowed down here just a little bit. That does not bode well, folks. If I can't even find the initial airport that that we're departing out of. So yeah, I don't know. This could be a little tougher than I thought. All right, there we go. Let's see all the blinking lights. I'm sure they're down there. Be a bunch of them. Wait, is that my airport? Maybe that's not my airport. What the heck? That is not my airport. Where am I? No, that's not. That's just a road. Okay, well, I don't know where I'm at. And Cache Creek, November 11816, we're at right base, runway 33. We're gonna head north a little bit here. We're not very far above it is the problem, and I think that's maybe contributing to our lack of me not seeing the airport. I'm not really on a very good base turn here either. Alright. I could swear it's up here on this hill. One 1816 on the final, runway 33. Kenny Monster checking in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm lost already. Oh, there it is. I knew it was in this little area, this little neighborhood, but for the life of me, I was having some issues. We weren't lined up very well, were we? All right, well, yeah, okay. A little bit of a rough start. Everybody's waiting on me too. That's the hard part. But you can see what I'm talking about. The departure there, it's kind of cool, kind of on the edge of a little ridge line, and kind of a fun little departure. All right, so winds are coming, as you can see, from my left, kind of down the hill. This is not my forte, landing this thing in a crosswind situation. So this will be an adventure. Actually, I'm going to just go one notch of flaps. I'm going to take this baby down the runway a little ways here if we have to. Are kind of high. Yep, you can see the wind flag, or the windsock telling me just that. We got a big long taxi, so we'll hold her off here as long as we can. Alright. You guys tired of waiting on me yet?
We love you, don't worry.
What are you doing, like 4 touch and goes and 4 sandbars?
Jeez, I couldn't find the place. I'm feeling kind of shaken now.
Sorry, you got the bad one out of the way. You're good now. He's got his sandbar magnet on slant out, so you're exactly right.
There's the DC. Oh, don't tail loop here. Come on. There's the DC-3. Welcome, fellers. How awesome is that? I'm going to pull off by the helicopter here. In the high grass.
Good luck finding a place to park. There is no room.
These big tires, I just made a spot. Okay, gang's all here.
Isn't it?
Yep, I got it.
Sorry it took me so long, guys.
You're good.
All right, who's the fearless leader? Trax, you got it?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first.
Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here, but
And if you're
I
not sure
wanna,
where you're going, make sure you stay
I
right on
wanna
his
show
tail.
you what we've got. This is so awesome. Look at this.
Cache Creek traffic.
There's a DC-3. There's a couple of bush planes. There's at least
Cache Creek
there's
traffic.
two
Golf Victor Charlie Foxtrot, taxi runway
at least
15.
2 helicopters. There's something here that I don't have properly rendered because I doubt we have like an Airbus or anything in there.
124 Mike Charlie, take number 2. Cache Creek.
Yeah, a couple of tricycle gears. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I make 13, I think. 13, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Hey guys, so I posted in the chat, if you don't mind, if you're streaming, share your, or even if you're not, share your Twitch channel, because I'd love to just pick up some new followers and keep up with what you do on a day-to-day basis.
I think you've got me already, right, Brent?
I think so, yeah.
Cache Creek traffic, Skyhawk Golf Victor Charlie Foxtrot.
All right,
taking off runway
so
15,
Kenny
Cache Creek.
Monster, I think I said hello. If I didn't, hey, what's going on? Only 3 bounces? Yep. Wait. What about the ouch my back? Come on, man. What can I can't get one ouch my back? Al South, this is Cache Creek, Charlie Alpha Zulu 5. So feel free, jump on in there. Yep. So that you'll make 14, I think. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. By the way, guys, if you fly in Canada and you haven't discovered this
Cache Creek traffic, helicopter 816 Alpha Sierra, taxi to runway Cache Creek.
fltplan.com, this is a free
124 Mike Charlie, departing runway 15, left downwind departure.
sectional. Well, it actually has high and low airways also, but it gives you the VFR sectionals, high and low. Anyway, it's kind of like SkyVector, but for Canada, and it has really, really good information. I haven't put my, I haven't obviously plotted the full route that we're going to fly here, but it does have, as you zoom in and out, it has these little airports and stuff, little towns, and some wires to be careful of. And
Skyhawk 514 Delta Victor departing runway 15 Cache Creek.
so anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. That's a cool
124 Mike Charlie, left crosswind 15,
resource.
Cache Creek.
It's kind of cool that the DC-3 has the animated propellers. That's been one thing, as you can see with the helicopter there. It's not, those aren't spinning.
Cache Creek traffic, Douglas, November 341 Alpha is taxiing runway 15, Cache Creek.
All right, there goes our big boy.
Cache Creek traffic, Diamond 62 is behind the DC-3.
So I think we will all pretty well stay in line. Oh, there goes our friend Slant Alpha.
Flaps will come up, plenty of airspeed.
He's rocking and rolling.
That's highway down there.
And Melvin, I'm kind of new to
Cache Creek traffic, helicopter 816 Alpha Sierra, taking off runway 15 Cache Creek. Helicopter 816 Alpha Sierra, taking off.
Cache Creek traffic, Skyhawk 514 Delta Victor's departed 15, turning left crosswind Cache Creek.
Just departed one.
It's gonna be hard to watch and listen, and
Creek traffic, Archer 685 Alpha, taxi.
it's always hard to listen in live time here. But this will be the slowest part of the day. I'm half tempted just to take off the other way, but that's okay.
Traffic, Douglas 41 Alpha is lining up runway 15, Cache Creek.
Well, I think that's maybe what we are doing. Good deal. So since we made everybody wait, we're going to wait on everybody here as we leave.
Cache Creek traffic, helicopter 429 Bravo Juliet. VFR departure direct from the ramp northbound, climbing 1000 AGL. Cache Creek.
There'll be a few guys to get out here. We're gonna have a wing strike here with the British Airways. My CSL,
Cache Creek traffic,
it's
Douglas
getting
4
a
Alpha,
little bit
taking off
better,
runway
but
15, making a left downwind departure to the
I
northwest.
still have a
Cache Creek
ways to
traffic.
go. I try to add, whenever I come across a new resource, I try to add and make sure that I get,
Alpha Sierra, left downwind
you know,
departure,
more and more
Cache Creek.
aircraft added to it. But the other thing that I need to do is the elevation correction. As you can see, you know, that
Traffic Diamond,
guy
November
is
87 Lima Alpha is lining up.
sunk in just a little bit, but that's okay.
Cache Creek.
Oh my goodness. Yep, no harm, no foul. All right. Well, let's just take a minute here, as long as we have some time, and talk about our route. So here we are at Cache Creek, and we are going to follow. It looks like this is Hat Creek, and we're going to follow it up and around. Essentially, the first western turn we can make, the first valley. We're going to try to make that first major valley. And then we're going to follow Hat Creek around, and it's a pretty good little river. And then there's this Pavilion Lake. It'll be one of our waypoints along the way. We know we're going the right way. And then we'll shoot out a pavilion. We'll actually head south. And I don't know what this river. It's a little bit bigger. What is it? The Fraser River. Yeah, that's right. We were going to take the Fraser River to mess around with a little bit earlier on, but we'll take the Fraser River around the horn, and then our first airport that we're landing at here is Lillooet. I don't know if that's how you say that, but as you can see, we have some wires to kind of pay attention to there. So, you know, you don't want to be too high in here, but you can't be, you know, you can't be down there scraping the water either, because of those wires will get you. So that's the challenge here with Lillooet, is trying to make sure you stay clear of that. Now I don't know, again with the weather, I'm guessing most of us will come around and land to the north, so probably a left-hand traffic pattern in. I don't know that it has anything specified here, but anyway, that's the first part of the route, and should allow us to get warmed up and kind of get things spread out just a little bit as well. Bravo 7 is live. Okay, so Kenny Monster is gonna bounce back and forth. Understood. And I also see that Machia is live, and I don't know. Oh, maybe he's watching Downwind Sim.
All right, who's left at Cache Creek? A couple more?
11816 is still here, but I think there's a couple more guys. I'll let them go first since everybody had to wait on me.
You just like bringing up the rear, buddy.
I'm a good caboose. There's no doubt about that.
Cache Creek traffic, Diamond 62 November 8 sailing out.
Well, darn Al South. Sorry to hear that, man. I fought that battle myself, and if it makes you feel any better, I've been kicked off the voice server twice already. Tomahawk. Ooh, cool. Let's see if I have, is that a Piper? Let's see if I have that. Looks like it maybe is just rendering as a tricycle gear Cessna 172. Well, Al South, if you can't connect via VATSIM, I would say still fly the route. It's definitely worth it. And if you fly and you keep getting bumped, Just keep reconnecting it. It's not going to bother us one bit. It's too bad they don't have a way with that to. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but
3 Echo Yankee, you about ready to go?
Stand by, have a couple of minutes more. Kodiak to Echo Yankee.
all right. I had a.
Hey, nice to have you, Agent V7. Take your time.
So
You
it
know
looks
where
like.
you're going, right? Do we need to wait for you?
No problem, I'll catch up.
So maybe
All right,
it's
roger that.
there's downwind, and I think that's Bravo 7. Unfortunately, my
Melvin,
Kodiak
get you up.
11816. We're taking runway 15, Cache Creek.
Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, taking off runway 15, Cache Creek.
See if I can get out of the muck here. Oh boy. Let the Tommy get going here. Wonder if he wants to do a formation departure. Probably not. All right, nobody over here.
8 Hotel Sierra is number 3 behind 816.
All right, we're just going to roll right into it here, boys. Downwind departure, but lots of runway. And we are airborne. Kind of makes me wonder if my wind switched a little bit on me.
Traffic, Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, turning downwind, Cache Creek.
All right.
8 Hotel Sierra, takeoff runway 15, Cache Creek.
Cache Creek traffic 11816 are on the left downwind, turning north, departing the area. Cache Creek. All right, up and around we go. Again, I have filed 3,500, so I'll try to get kind of up in that range. Our next airport is only at 1,320 feet, so we'll have to maybe judge a little bit when we get closer. Bring the flaps up. All right, Cache Creek, we'll see you next time, man. It's going to be a fun one. Up the valley we go. Is our buddy downwind airborne yet? Not quite. Yeah, we're looking to pick up that.
8 Hotel Sierra is downwind departure, Cache Creek.
All right, he's at our 6. I don't know how fast the Tomahawk is, but I'm guessing it's probably at least as fast as this little bush plane here, so there's no danger of us overtaking him, I wouldn't think. We'll keep our eyes peeled just in case. You can kind of see him right there. Maybe we're gaining on him a little bit. Start climbing, that'll back our speed off a little bit here as well. Okay, in the meantime, I'm hopping in and out of the voice channel here just to make sure there's nothing going on I need to know about. I don't think there is. Pretty much everybody's kind of focused on doing what they're doing. There may be some chit chat once we get closer to the airport. Well, I am gaining on that guy. There's no reason I don't need to be overtaking
Dicey
him.
right turn, that happens when you kind of see it open up on your left-hand side, correct?
Yeah, you've got all that empty space on your left-hand side, and really you're going to make a right-hand turn.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm at it.
So it's not this first one.
Come on, Slant Alpha. You can do 3 turnarounds in there with that little thing.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, it's not this first one. It's coming up here, and I think we maybe are right next to the guy that took off ahead of us, the Tomahawk. So we're gonna
It'll be fun watching Northwest Orient make that turn, but I was okay.
I've actually done it before when I ferried this up to Ponce Mountain for last month's flying.
Oh, very
Actually, no,
cool.
that was 2 months ago.
Nice.
Flying VFR. Passed it with flying colors.
That's very cool.
That DC-3's been everywhere.
It has. It
Well,
certainly has.
you know how to handle that thing too. I've watched you.
All right, here we go. Here comes our turn, and then I'm gonna start the counter here. This first little stretch is only an 8 nautical mile stretch. So, Al
I'm
South, you
actually
doing
amazed
okay?
How
You
well
getting
of a bush plane it is.
you getting yourself airborne here?
You know, World War II, that's what it was.
So we have gone through a little bit through 3,500.
Oh,
but,
someone just came over the top of me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not nice.
I don't think we went over the top of anyone, but I think there's someone maybe over the top of us.
It's okay, whoever it is, they're hauling, so they can go right ahead.
Did you take off right in front of me, Mike?
Melvin,
no,
did you
I'm
just
way ahead of you. I
disconnect?
took off number 2.
No, I haven't disconnected. I'm still on.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Got you.
We got
All right, so here's our turn to the west, we hope. This is a short...
You're good, HMB 7.
Copy, thanks.
For-
I thought that was over the frequency.
It's not over the frequency.
Oh.
Got you just on Discord.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on the both places right now. At least should be. And yes, it looks like I'm literally the last one.
All
With
right.
that Kodiak, you'll catch up real quick.
So it's a 4 nautical
My
mile
helicopters came under me.
stretch right here. And then we turn
So
to
Melvin,
the
I was
south.
just flying right off your wing and you just disappeared on me. Maybe I disconnected.
Well, I show that I'm still connected. I did activate the Wonder Woman stealth mode though for a second there. These guys are all too young. They don't remember the
Yeah, I just
invisible
had,
Wonder Woman plane.
What a gorgeous little lake.
All right, now I'm looking for you, Melvin. Let's see here. Oh, I got you. I'm at your 6.
All right.
Let's.
Roger. Okay, so again, this is
Yeah,
going
I
to
really thought about arranging this for either
This is
an
gonna
early
turn to
morning,
the
so it
south,
was a little bit dark when we took off,
kinda
for
southwest,
sunrise, or at the end,
and
at
then
the end
back
of the
up
day
here
catch
to the
a
northwest,
sunset.
and hopefully we'll
Because
see
in this
this
valley,
lake.
all that time of day is just amazing.
And right now, that's exactly what's happening. We're kind of turning here, so I don't know why I'm setting the timer because there's nowhere else really that you can go. Now, when we do get to the end of this leg, there is a chance. I mean,
314 Alpha?
you could go this way if
I
you
am.
wanted to, but we're just
You
going
are
to
moving,
stay
sir.
with the river.
Yeah, you're hauling, man.
He's got twice as many engines as you.
Lillooet traffic, helicopter 429, Bravo Juliet, 10 nautical miles, VFR north of field, 500 feet AGL, inbound direct for the GA ramp. Lillooet.
All right, Al South, stay with it, man. We need you on this flight, buddy.
Lillooet traffic, Cessna 124 Mike Charlie's about 10 to the north, inbound for left downwind runway 32, Lillooet.
Real pilot talk right there. That's Mike. He flies Embraer 145s in the real world, so he makes good radio calls. All right, well, we've snuck up to 4,000. Let's go ahead and point the nose down just a bit. Actually, let's just bring the speed back a little bit. We're going plenty fast. Let's just trade a little bit of our energy here for some altitude. And
Okay, into the turn we go.
Oh, this is a fun little turn, eh? Ooh, this is a switchback.
what are we thinking for a traffic pattern there into Lillooet?
Left downwind for 3-2.
Raj. Okay, so that's kind of what we were planning, what we were thinking.
Yeah, so Mike, now that you're into that big valley, you're going to want to stick on the left-hand side because there's a heck of an S-turn that you got to make next.
The one thing about up here, there's
Roger,
a
I see you. I'll
big
stay to the
difference
left.
between the scenery tiles, as you can tell. It's kind of almost humorous. You go from something like this with pretty good detail, maybe not super high resolution, to this, which is just like a blotch. Some of it is the terrain itself, but there'll be some distinct tile differences that you're going to notice along the way. This one here more just sort of a change in vegetation, I think, than anything. But winter on one side, not winter
also,
on
like
the
I
other,
said,
stuff
Lillooet's
like
on a
that.
shelf. Its altitude is actually 1,300 feet, 1,320.
All right, there's our guy. I think that's our Tomahawk right below us.
Lillooet traffic, Douglas 341 Alpha, 4,500 approximately 5 miles to the north, entering a left downwind for runway 32, full stop Lillooet traffic.
And I really should have filed 4,500, shouldn't I have? Either 2,500 or 4,500 since we're westbound.
That S-turn looks gnarly.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
So we'll go ahead, we'll climb back up here. We'll make sure we
If a
change that on our
DC-3
flight
can do
plan.
it, surely a Skyhawk can as well.
Just in case we end up with some
It's just
ATC.
interesting
We
'cause
don't
you
have
come
any
out of it
right
and
now,
then you're
but
like, oh, look, I've got to get ready for the airport now.
all right. So here's the kind of the bottom of the V right here, and you could definitely chase that valley down, and you know, have some fun. I'm sure there's some stuff down there that would be interesting to check on. But we are going to turn up here, and hopefully we're going to run into a little bit of a lake. Yep, there's our Tomahawk. We're kind of right on top, or right next to him. He's coming up.
Lillooet traffic. Skyhawk, Golf Victor Charlie Foxtrot, approximately 4 miles north, entering left downwind for runway 32, Lillooet.
Let's get up behind him here. I think he's doing about 90.
What's your airspeed?
I'm doing about 90, between 90 and 100. I've got the Tomahawk though right in front of me, so I'm trying to kind of follow him. How fast you going in that, Tommy?
Helicopter at 3,000 feet. This is a diamond. We're at 2,300 right behind you. You're too slow for us. We'll be overtaking you below you. Helicopter 3,000.
Sorry, who was asking?
Yeah, it's me. I think I'm right behind whoever's in the Tomahawk, and I'm just trying to kind of gauge your speed. I don't want to be crawling up over the top of you here.
Lillooet traffic, helicopter 429 Bravo Juliet, 2 nautical miles north of field.
He must not be on
VFR
the
200 AGL.
on
We're
the
going to go
Discord.
direct
That's
inbound to
okay.
the J
So
ramp.
we've got him.
We'll remain clear of the runway
And-
29.
I'm just coming up
Silhouette.
on Pavilion Lake.
Yeah, we're over the top of Pavilion Lake right now. I'm sorry. We're just coming up to the edge of it right now. So maybe that's you
West end or east end?
on the west end. Maybe that's you I'm chasing.
Lillooet traffic,
So,
Douglas 341 Alpha,
I'm
base
just
to final
over,
runway 32 Lillooet.
Downwind's right over the east end of Pavilion Lake right now.
So I don't see you on Batastic, if that means anything, Downwind Sim.
All right, let me see if I disconnect it again.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's
Hold on.
connected.
I mean, if you can hear us on Unicom, then you're not disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got kicked off. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Is it the frames? Probably the frames.
Cache Creek traffic, Kodiak 6 Echo Yankee, correction, Kodiak 3 Echo Yankee, taxiing to runway 2 northbound runway for southbound departure, Cache Creek.
Lillooet 341 Alpha, short final 32 Lillooet.
All right. So I did see the Tomahawk just a second ago, and he was kind of heading over to the
Golf Victor Charlie Foxtrot, turning
right-hand
left base,
side.
runway 32 Lillooet.
Lillooet traffic, Cessna 124 Mike Charlie left downwind 32 Lillooet.
All right, so Al South is airborne, still struggling with his frames, but so Al, just do this, man. Head over to Downwind Sims voice channel. That's where we're doing our back chat, and fly along with us. Even if it's not on VatSim, no worries, man. Be a part of things, and just it's a fun flight to make regardless. So come on over and enjoy join the party and enjoy.
Diamond 62, 5 miles out of Lillooet for a left downwind runway 32 Lillooet.
All right. So
Yeah, I got kicked again. I'm back in.
we're back to our legal VFR westbound altitude now, or I should say we are now up at a legal VFR westbound. I'm gonna tell you what, there's some places, some off-airport places that I'm gonna try on the way into Lillooet. There are some flat spots. I'm gonna hit some of these plateaus, guys, on the way to Lillooet while you guys get situated. 11816. So if you're
Don't break anything.
yeah, Roger that. So let's just kind of scope some things out, and it's
341 Alpha is clear, runway 32 Lillooet.
there are some spots that are definitely more friendly for this type of stuff.
Foxtrot, short final runway 32 full stop Lillooet.
Oh yeah, Ralph, you're way out in front of me, man.
Traffic, Skyhawk 514 Delta Victor's 4 miles
Yeah,
north of the field, entering
I got
left downwind for the
kicked,
northbound
so
runway
I'll,
Lillooet.
But you can see, looking
Lillooet
around the
traffic, Cessna 124
potential,
Mike Charlie left base,
and
runway
one
32
spot
full stop Lillooet.
that I
Get the big hammer.
one spot that I oh, he just got, yeah, dang it. It's been a little bit wonky. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, one spot that I saw is kind of over here on this little bluff off my what is that, about my 10 o'clock, and it's
Lillooet traffic, Skyhawk Golf Victor Charlie Foxtrot.
I think we're
runway
gonna
32 Lillooet.
go ahead and just take a peek at it. It's kind of
Lillooet
an
traffic, Diamond,
uphill
62 November 8 sailing mouth, entering the downwind, left downwind for runway 32 Lillooet.
arrival. We just need to make sure that we're not gonna run into anybody here.
2,300.
Looking around here, and I'm not seeing anybody over there, so I think we're okay. We'll pull back on the speed a little bit. Again, there's a bunch of traffic, so they're gonna have to land, they're gonna have to take off, they're gonna have to do all that
I
stuff.
hope nobody saw that.
Oh, we all saw it.
That was the worst landing I've done in a while.
I guess we have also a little, don't know how flat that plateau
Somebody
is,
clip
but
it.
there's something right over here off of our kind of our
I
1
got
o'clock
trees
that
all
looks
over the
interested.
parking area
All right.
Uh,
I have landed here
Oh, it's a
before,
green
so we're gonna
field.
go
It's a
ahead
green,
and we're gonna take this anyway.
Lillooet traffic
We
down
have
62
plenty
being
of
the
fuel.
numbers. We'll turn left base, Lillooet.
Actually, we need to burn a little bit of fuel off for our
Cash Creek
attempted.
traffic, Kodiak 3 Echo Yankee taking off southbound runway straight out departure.
Our attempted departure, arrival and departure into Duffy. We need as little fuel as we can.
That is clear. T2 Lillooet.
All right, here we go.
Probably should have said that sooner.
It's fine.
Looking for you, Diamond. I don't see ya.
Traffic Diamond 62 starting final for Lillooet 32.
Lillooet traffic, Sky 514 Delta Victor's a left downwind 32 midfield, Lillooet.
Goose Knob traffic 11816. We're straight in Goose Knob.
Lillooet traffic, Archer 685 Alpha is using the left downwind for 32 Lillooet.
I'm trying to get Al South on here, guys. He's been trying to join us, but keeps getting booted from because of his low frame rate. So he's gonna hop in, I think, the Discord here and chit chat while he flies offline.
Sweet.
Just installs with no problem, nice and easy, really cool.
All right, here we go. You guys see where I'm aiming for, right? And we're gonna just kind of get up on here, and then we'll.
Lillooet traffic, Sky 514
The wind will favor us actually departing kind of like 90 degrees to our right, essentially, and then we'll kind of spit out over the valley here, and it's kind of a cool departure. So this won't take us a whole lot of space.
Tractor's gonna pull up behind you because when you start, I'll fall.
Let's see if we can get the altitude right here.
Alright, where are we going next?
Bonking my microphone
So our
around.
next stop is Pemberton.
Pemberton, figured as much. Charlie Yankee, Papa Sierra.
All right, boy, this looks a
I
little
see you
bit.
floating about, Antoine.
This looks a little bit more
So this will
uphill
be
than
the
I
spot
thought.
where if you're looking at the valley that we're in, we're going to go through that entrance
Oh,
to the
you know what?
west.
I landed up at the
But
second
it
spot.
splits
That's
off, and
right.
we're going to split off to
I
the
remember
right.
this road here, and I
look
looked
for
at
the
this
lakes,
road
just
as a
follow the
possible
lakes.
landing spot, and it wasn't going to work. So
And this
actually
is where we
landed up
separate
here.
from Highway 99 until we get back to Pemberton.
Roger.
And I am going to turn and kind of do a little bit more of a into the wind landing on this guy because it's a little flatter up here.
What's up, Al?
Hello, this is Al joining the group from the distance. Cannot connect on that sim.
Dang it, Al. Hey, what's up, Al?
Welcome to it.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
What a great.
Yeah, I'm running very low on frames and it keeps disconnecting me. But I'm doing the flight anyway, even if I'm not there with you on the air.
You're with us in spirit, my man.
All right, this looks like the spot I hit the first
So
time.
just tell
We'll
us how
see.
warm it is down there in Miami.
Oh
because
gosh, I don't even
Grant
want to
got
hear it.
clobbered with a snowstorm today.
Oh my gosh.
Lillooet traffic, Archer 685 Alpha is left base for 15.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
32.
I've got current
Little
altimeter
bounce,
30,
little
38.
bounce, not too bad. Oh, geez, a little bit more of a bounce than I
Yep,
thought.
pretty much.
Manual braking, please, please, pretty please, pretty please. We don't want to start down the hill quite yet.
Miami
We
report
might be
66.
too far down.
Traffic, Archer
Have to turn a little bit here. And...
Final for 32 Lillooet.
All right, well, maybe I'm going to depart anyway.
And how much snow?
I want to depart from back up on that top. It's a little more fun than sliding down the hill.
Runway 32 Lillooet will be clear in 2 seconds.
That was not as nice,
Very nice.
an arrival as the first time I did it.
Lillooet traffic, November
But it is a little bit more sloped than
Running
I
low on sunscreen.
remembered.
Leroy.
I feel terrible for the dude.
514 Delta Victor. Clear
what's that?
Sunscreen surprisingly useful in the north too, by the way.
All right, so let's get turned around. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop.
Somebody forgot their
There we go.
exclusion zones.
Okay, so we are going to head that way right into it, 260. And then,
that reminds me of the
we're
guy
going
that did all the
to.
designing. He wanted to maybe join us tonight, and I totally forgot to tell him.
So we kind of landed up here. We're
Been
going to
talking to him
head
for
out
months
and
about
head down
this, I forgot to
249, and
tell
then there's a
him.
few more spots in here that I'm going to hit while
Is
they
this
get
Nils or
sorted out
whatever
on
his
the
name is?
ground.
This is a different guy.
Okay. Oh.
It's okay. He did ask for pictures, and we'll get some of those, so it'll be good.
All right, yeah, I think we're ready to go. Put a notch of flaps in here.
Hey, is Mel here?
I'm here, my friend.
Trax, you already take off?
Screeching because I'm on a
No,
little bit of a
I'm
side
going
hill,
to, I was just looking
and
to see if we're basically got everybody
Yeah,
on the
baby.
ground who's nearby. Okay, so like
We're
I said,
off.
we're gonna head off west on the way to Pemberton. We're gonna take that gap on the left, gap on our west.
So you
We're
can see a
gonna
couple of
swing
really
right,
nice
follow the lakes around.
little places down
when
here.
you get in into Pemberton, it opens up like you go through a valley and it opens up into a big space. You will see in the background of that space a big mountain.
I could
The
have hit
runway
that
is
little
actually
circular
at the base
field
of that
too.
mountain,
Next time
but
I'm here,
there
I'm
is
going to hit that.
There is a little hill that's blocking it. So we need to make a decision on whether we want to take runway 06 or runway 24. But you basically
I'm
have
going
to
to come
make
over
your
here,
downwind
and
line,
I'm going to try to find one of
because
these
that little
plateaus
hill is in your way when you're making your downwind.
to do a little touch and go. Maybe just maybe a low pass. I don't know. We'll see.
But we can.
And this. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, but we could kind of make a decision about what. I guess we really don't have any weather there. What's going to be the closest?
This will be a fun one. To
So
just
why
do
don't we
maybe
land
just a
going,
little
west,
touch and
'cause we have
go.
to take off going west anyway,
And
we
then
can
we'll
do
land on the
downwind,
other
would
side.
be right.
It's nice and flat.
Yeah,
over
and when I
there.
look at the weather station at Whistler, it's saying 0 knots for wind.
This one's kind of a little bit of
Yeah.
a lumpy one.
Okay,
We
so
might
that's what
just
we'll do. We will make a
evaluate
right
as we get
downwind
down here closer.
to enter onto runway 24.
Super fast. We wouldn't be trying to stop here.
And the
anyway.
elevation at Pemberton is 670.
Yeah, maybe just a low pass. Yeah, a little more slope than I thought from afar. We'll head over to that other side. That other side looks like it's maybe got a spot.
Golf Victor, Charlie Foxtrot, lining up runway 32 Lillooet.
Okay, I'm thinking about cutting by the Murray Creek. How dangerous is it gonna be?
Let's see if we can get set down on this little part here. Again, if we can't, we can always
I don't know
just
about anybody else. I'm
firewall
not
it.
familiar with that area.
And
Don't worry, me neither.
Let us know.
I thought Danger was your middle name, Diana.
Lillooet traffic.
There we go.
Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot,
Yeah, you
5
should have
miles
said
north inbound to
you
land.
should have seen yesterday's landing circle to final.
Boom, boom, boom.
So can you imagine a kid with the last names Dangerous Adventure?
All right, we're down. We are down. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. That's a pretty cool plateau.
Are you that helicopter over there?
We'll go a notch of flaps.
Yeah,
I better check my trim. Oh, that's
Right in
not too
front of
bad.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun. Let's see if there's another one here. We're actually getting pretty close.
Across the valley.
We do have a little bit of an S-turn
in
to
the
make
opposite
before
direction.
we get there, but
aircraft over there. But
no
yeah, you're right
reason
in front of
to
me. Okay,
no
whatever.
reason to get in too big of a hurry.
So we're heading
All
to
right,
what?
full
Kamloops?
power.
Pemberton.
Pop the tail up here.
Pemberton. Okay.
Do some wheel
Pemberton.
action.
It's not very far away. CY
And
Papa
oh boy, there's
Sierra.
a strong
Charlie
wind
Yankee,
going.
Papa Sierra.
A little ground effect.
Golf Victor, Charlie Foxtrot,
And
taking off runway 32.
how fun would that be to do in real life? Right?
Just follow the valley
Awesome.
northwest.
Awesome,
and then
awesome.
north south.
All right, pull the
And
flaps
you're
up.
going to come into the airfield from the north and joining right downwind by turning left.
right downwind for the next place. We, however, are going to be, at least I say we, I am going to try to go down and hit Duffy.
You guys still around Lulu yet?
Yeah, some of us are already departing Lillooet, but yeah, you have time, Diana.
I'm not quite
Don't worry, I'm pushing 150 knots
Tomahawk 32
and it's
Foxtrot on
inclined.
left downwind to land, Lillooet.
All right, here looks like maybe another spot.
Slan Alpha, get a load of those frames, huh?
Oh, on mine, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, on this aircraft, I never had to worry about it, but yeah, it sure is nice.
We'll just do a little touch and go here. Just see if we can put the wheels down for a little bit.
Definitely
Just
a little
pop
higher
it
than what
over
I
to
was
the
seeing.
next
traffic,
to the next plateau here. See if I can control it down here nicely.
Charlie Golf.
Yeah, a little bit of a bouncer. I need to do a better job of that, guys. I just still kind of misjudge my. How about this? Let's try
I'm
to
not
get
sure
on the
who's lining
road
up
here.
on the runway, but it sounds like someone's landing.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yep. I'm upwind. You can take off.
Lillooet, Air 6 Alpha is departing 32.
Traffic says 1 Charlie is departing to the west, Lillooet.
All right, let's see if we can do it on the road here. See if that works any better.
Yeah, you got one that just turned left base, so you got time.
Kind of got a little bit of a hill to deal with. We'll do one wheel.
Lillooet traffic, helicopter 429, Bravo Juliet, departure, VFR departure from the ramp to the northwest.
Still bouncing.
Lillooet.
I am carrying quite a bit of energy though still here. Yeah, darn it. Oh, that's a hard bounce. Sorry, guys. And another hard bounce.
62, Southerly Mountain, we'll wait for landing aircraft.
Just gonna go well.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice slip there.
There we go. Just try to keep the front tires down and just fly the wheels a little bit. That's still a hard concept for me for some reason. All right, there's low pass.
Tracks, what altitude about you going at this time?
And we're good.
Lillooet traffic, Diamond 62, Southerly Mountain is taking runway
It's a fun airplane.
for the other
Doggone it. Well, if they're waiting for aircraft to clear, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find another plateau.
Douglas 341 Alpha is taxi runway 32 behind the Diamond, Lillooet.
8 Hotel Sierra, radio check. Spot clear.
Lillooet traffic, Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, clear of the active, Lillooet.
All right, looks like there's some potential spots here on the opposite side.
Departing runway 32, Lillooet will be west to departure.
We have like a little bit of an S-turn. We take a right and we go around this corner, and then that's when we should have Lillooet Field in sight. So they're still heading out.
341 Alpha is lining up, runway 32
So we're
behind the Diamond, Lillooet traffic.
We're gonna try to land here on this road. Throw a notch of
Lillooet
flaps
traffic,
in.
A16 Alpha Sierra helicopter, taxi to runway behind the DC-3, Lillooet.
Second notch. Let's just see what it looks like. Little dirt road. We've got the bush tires on.
Lillooet traffic, Diamond 62, Southerly Mountain is turning left towards the west valley.
Pretty much right into the wind, so this should be doable. Now, whether I can do it or not, I'm not making any guarantees, but getting pushed a little bit. Getting pushed a little bit.
Melvin, 8 Hotel Sierra is right behind you.
Raj. Alright, we're
You
down.
terrorizing the neighbors down there, or what you doing?
A firm. Okay, let's see. Pop the
Dude,
tail up. Yeah, just not very good at that.
Who do we have to thank for this flight today?
I guess that would be me, Trax.
This is Trax creation, yep.
Dude,
Douglas 341 Alpha is taking off runway 32, making a left downwind departure to exit the area. Little wet traffic.
We probably ought to keep our eyes peeled because I think we have Agent Bravo 7 careening our direction in the Kodiak at about 150 knots, so can't get too complacent here. All right, anywhere else left to land, guys? I don't know if there is.
Helicopter 816 Alpha Sierra, lining up runway 33, Little Wet.
Why?
Ooh, this might.
Lower traffic, Diamond 7 Lima Alpha is departing the area to the west, last call, Little Wet.
This is our last probably shot here, but it's pretty slanted. And not in a good way. Pretty sloped. Aries wants to get his ortho set up, but have had trouble with the buildings and the roads not showing up. Yeah, we can help with that, by the way, Aries. Just let us know when you're kind of in that mode. Oh, I think I can do this. I think this is going to be doable.
Little Wet traffic, Sky 54 Delta Victor's lining up runway 32, Little
Actually, there's a house here in real life, so I'm not going to land there. We'll just low pass. We'll give them a buzz. We'll wake the kids up. Daddy, Daddy, look at the airplane.
Just a reminder, Green Mountain climb. Hug one of the edges, preferably the right edge of the mountain, so you have space to turn if you get fogged in.
Whoops, we're in the
trench run, Melvin.
We're in the wrong spot. Roger.
Little Wet traffic, Sky 54 Delta Victor departing runway 32, Little Wet.
So he's going trench run.
3 o'clock.
So am I. Excuse me, guys. Sorry for hacking a lung on air, but down we go. We have to be at 1,000 feet, 1,300, I guess, for our arrival. We're already below the airport because we're at 900. I would guesstimate that we're about 5 miles north of the airfield.
Little Wet traffic, Sky 514 Delta Victor clear 32 left crosswind exiting the pattern to
We
the
have
west.
to pay attention here. Little Wet traffic, November 11816, 5 miles north of the airfield inbound. We'll keep our eyes peeled and enter traffic or enter hold if we need to. Ooh, I do see one more potential plateau here.
Little Wet traffic, the departing Skyhawk on the left crosswind will stay at or below 2,800.
Probably need to.
Vancouver Center and Vancouver Approach are offline now.
Oh, darn.
We didn't want to talk to them anyway.
They came online, they saw this confusion.
Saw a glob of aircraft and didn't want any part.
Nobody but us hooligans are here.
That's right. This is a legit neighborhood. Let's touch. I'm gonna touch and go on Main Street in this neighborhood
It's all
here,
right.
the
We'll
Lillooet
bug
neighborhood.
ATC in New York on Thursday.
Oh, geez, I'm way too
So
fast.
up in this area, there's actually a group of guys, and a few of them are actually like musicians from some Canadian bands and stuff. And I hate to mention the name Nickelback because their music has become so hated, but he's one of the guys that they actually do a bunch of bush flying up in this area that we're in.
Nice. That's it. I'm gonna catch my wing here. I better not screw around.
5 out to the south, inbound for touch and go runway, whichever is southbound, Lillooet.
All right, so she's like right on top of me somewhere. Yeah, we got to climb. We need 1,300. I think our airport's up on top of this ridge, by the way. And it's runway, they said 32, so we'll spin that around just for reference. And we're supposed to be left traffic. And Lillooet traffic 11816, we're 1,300 on the river. We'll enter left traffic, runway 32, Lillooet.
8 Hotel Sierra is behind 816.
Yeah, but I think that's our little plateau. Of course, I said that about Cache Creek and was not accurate with that as well, but I think I'm seeing a runway.
Traffic correction, Kodiak
Yep.
West on left downwind, correction on left upwind for runway 32
Oh, so
will
she
be
must have-
joining the pattern behind 8 Bravo, 8 Hotel Sierra, Lilith.
She must have come in from the other direction. Cool. All right, so we will, we're going to get up here probably about 2,000 at the most. Lillooet traffic, 11816. Left downwind at 2,000. We're midfield. I think everybody else might be out of there. Not 100% sure. If not, they can talk to us, I guess. We're a long way away, that's all I know, but I wanted to kind of be over there just because if anybody was trying to depart, they're going to depart down the river. Give them a little bit of room to work here. All right, put a notch of flaps in. See if we can land on a real strip. Lillooet traffic, 11816 left base, runway 32, Lillooet. Okay, cut some altitude here. We're going to be
Lillooet traffic following two aircraft on base for 32 Lillooet. Full stop.
pretty tight to it, but shouldn't be too bad. Second notch of
And
flaps
that was
coming in.
Kodiak 3 Echo Yankee Lillooet.
Alright, there we go.
8 Hotel Sierra is turning left base for Lillooet. Number 2 behind 816.
Lillooet traffic, return final, runway 32, Lillooet. Oh boy, early.
Lillooet traffic turning base, continuing base behind 8 Hotel Sierra will be number 3
Holy
for
cow,
32
super
Lillooet.
high.
That was Kodiak 3
My
Echo Yankee,
goodness.
sorry.
There's 1,300. I must not have my...
Somebody's really scud running there, the lake.
I had my altimeter way off apparently. Good thing we got a nice long runway.
Melvin, you just want to roll out to the end?
Hey, firm.
8 Hotel Sierra's on final for 32 Lillooet.
I see. Yeah, it looks like 685 Alpha is grabbing himself a drink.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm going to go down to the
685
end. He's behind me.
685 Alpha is like really.
Lillooet traffic, Kodiak West 3 Echo Yankee on final for 3 to full stop Lillooet.
Lillooet to 11816. We're just going to pull off to the right-hand side here for arriving traffic, Lillooet. Alright, we'll just get off the way. We've got bush tires.
I have thrust reversers, don't worry.
There's our buddy.
And 8 Hotel Sierra's
All right.
off to the right.
First
as well.
thing I'm going to do is this. My altimeter is way off. This airfield is supposed to be at 1,320 feet. So let's spin this guy up here. 'Cause that was I was like 400 feet too high.
Hey, hooligan.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
You picking up what I'm putting down?
I think I might know the way if you want to follow.
I do. We'll let Diana get down here and
So here's
being the
what
muscle of the group and all.
here's what we're thinking. If you're watching and wondering where we're going, so we just
You guys
landed
gonna
here.
take that right and land at the lake before Pemberton?
They're going to take that right and
You
crash at
mean
the lake
that
before
tiny where the way past the lake?
Silhouette traffic, Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, taking the runway.
Anyway, what Agent Bravo 7 is trying to explain is we're going to take off here. We're going to head west just a little bit, and we're going to take this first little valley, follow it down.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna take a detour and head to Birkenhead Lake.
This is Duffy Lake, and here is the site of the infamous.
You know what they say, Birkenhead's for beginners.
Infamous Duffy Lake landing. I don't even think you can call it a landing
You know what they
strip.
say, Birkenhead's for beginners.
We're going to call it
Trust me,
the
over the frequency
Duffy
it
Lake
sounded way better.
area.
I don't know. He might have been too far away.
Is it EPIRB?
Yeah, that's fair.
Is it the EPIRB that starts to ping when you crash? Is that what it is?
ELT?
Be like, woo, woo, woo. Yes, that's ELT.
Okay, I don't think this plane has that, but so maybe that's good.
Every plane has it.
Oh, okay.
What's the sound again?
Could you repeat that sound again? We didn't quite catch that.
No.
Is that a plugin for explain?
Excuse me?
All right, a plug-in. That's a plug-in. That's the Agent Bravo 7 terrain warning system. It's an advanced system.
I'm not sure I follow.
Do you think it's gonna affect my FPS more than it is already?
So Al South was asking if your warning sound was an X-Plane plugin, and I told him yes, it was. It was something you were developing, and now he's wondering if it's going to affect his FPS.
Oh wow, that's like the first time I hear that I'm developing something, and I'm actually quite offended. I'm not a programmer. I'm just kidding.
In that case, I blame Al South. All right, so down we go.
I'll take all the blame.
And we're going to depart again. We're going to be departing to the northwest.
I think I should set low idle for ground ups.
So we'll make left-hand traffic pattern here and head up the, I think this is a lake. I'm not sure which lake. This is probably the Lillooet Lake. And then, yeah, it's a matter of trying to go find Duffy.
Lillooet traffic, Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, departing the area to the west, Lillooet.
All right, so he must have just did a touch and go. You gonna do an intersection departure there, downwind? If not, he should be. Oh, he's getting behind me. Lillooet traffic 11816. We'll be departing runway 32 from about the midpoint, Lillooet. I think we have enough runway here. How's my trim looking? Get that trim down.
Check. You guys still got me here?
Yep.
Yeah, that was Discord you were saying that on, though, right?
Birkenhead traffic, Douglas, the number 341 Alpha is
Nice.
straight in for the west runway.
Already found Birkenhead. Already found Birkenhead. That's so awesome, dude.
The guy, November 685 Alpha, keeps going up and down, up and down.
It's because I'm
Lillooet traffic 11816. We're departing left crosswind.
It's like an issue with
departing the
X-Cloud,
area
like
at
some planes just like
2,000
go up and down, like they're like ground clamped or something.
Is the turbulence like severe turbulence in here?
All right, so again, we're looking for kind of the first right-hand, not this per se, because this is where we were, but the very next right-hand turn as we get around this corner. All right, flaps are up. I have midday sun, but man, these shadows are kind of tough here. They are getting there a little bit tough. This is, by the way, just an 18-mile leg.
Runway 1, something, southbound runway from present position.
Birkenhead 341 Alpha, short final.
All right, we'll take 2,500. That is a legal VFR altitude. And I think this is our exit. Yep, I think this is us. Now, there is a road. Yep, there it is. There is a road that runs the entire way. It runs all the way to the lake. And so that's part of what we're trying to find here as we go. And I think 2,500 will get us there. Whoops, we slipped a little bit. But I'm going to back the speed off slightly just because some of these turns are fairly tight. Okay, I've got the timer going 18 miles. So somewhere, you know, in that 10-minute range, we ought to be in business here. That looks pretty solid, doesn't it? I'm a little bit disappointed with the trees. They're kind of hit and miss.
There is a Vancouver Center that just signed online.
Oh, Vancouver Center's
No
online.
problem.
Very nice.
I'm out of his airspace.
VFR.
It's gonna be gone in 5 minutes.
Do you want to all request flight following?
Oh, totally. At the same time.
We could all file IFRs and ask if we could pick them up.
Pop-ups. All right, we aren't gonna mess with those. All right, this first little Y in the road, we're gonna stay right.
What do we got? November 11816.
You're gonna want to follow me, man. Follow me.
All right.
Look at that huge face, man. That's
Afraid
awesome.
of scenery, are you? You're leaving this beautiful lake to go down this
treacherous
I'm
path.
going to find another lake, though. You're gonna like this other lake that I find.
All right. I'm behind you.
Very good, very good.
Be on my way momentarily as well.
All right, we've got
You know
a
what
few
happens
suckers.
to Red Riding Hood when she takes shortcuts, right?
We're going to Wolf Lake as a matter of coincidence.
Uh,
Or Duffy Lake. Sounded better if I said Wolf Lake.
Wait, Wolf Lake, that would be where?
I'm just kidding. We're going to Duffy Lake.
Oh,
If you want a little bit of a detour, it's kind of on the way still, but it's a little out of the way.
That was my plan from the very beginning.
That's why I love you, Diana.
I think it's titled for a son.
I've seen her land a TBM where you shouldn't land a TBM, so I figured this Duffy Lake landing strip would be nothing. All right, so around we go. This is a fun.
I accidentally come up with a challenge for myself to do the very same route without detours, like by the paved ones in the 727.
Bergen head traffic, Douglas 341 Alpha is taking off the west runway, making it straight after Bergen head.
Also, I think I first will try to get the
All right, so there shouldn't be any more really choices here. It should just be a matter of following the river and the road. And it looks like we have both here still.
Pemberton traffic, Diamond 6270 Alpha behind the guy.
I actually have
We'll do right downwind.
no idea what the elevation is here, but it looks like it's going to be every bit of 2,000. So I think
This is not the easiest little area to do it downwind.
Yeah, you do it blind. Yeah.
yeah, this is the airport they're going into. Pemberton is a pretty cool little airstrip.
Kind of figure where the airport is, but yeah, you're totally blind out here.
Are the clouds kind of closing in on us?
A little bit.
It's foggy. It's hazy.
Yeah, I'm getting those
It's
clouds.
just hazy. It's just hazy.
That's 121 Charlie Ray base runway again. 24 Pemberton.
Archer 685 Alpha, so right down for 24 Pemberton.
So again, as you look at the differences in the scenery, that doesn't look too hot. That side looks much better. There's some inconsistencies up here, and it's just a strange thing, but I don't know why. Oh, there's a helicopter. I see Search and Rescue has sent the helicopter out for us. That's a good thing. I like that, being proactive.
I'm pretty sure they are following us from the beginning.
If they're smart, they are.
70 Alpha is on the right downwind. Pemberton traffic.
Pemberton traffic, Archer 685 Alpha,
All
right
right.
base to 4 Pemberton.
Oh, that traffic sounds awesome. Awesome,
Guys, can you
awesome.
do like something like 150 knots or something? Just I don't...
I can. I don't think the others can.
I can't do a whole heck of a lot more. I'm sorry. I'm at about 100, and that's about all I can get. I'll try to speed up to get to 100 here.
Pemberton Archer 685 Alpha 2 months 1.
Feel free to get down there quicker, Diana. You can take a look and kind of scope out what you're in for. Now that Kodiak.
I'm just gonna cruise at flaps 20.
Okay, that Kodiak really will be. It'll be a good plane to get in here. It's a very good STOL aircraft. And this is a 900-foot airstrip. It'll be a great test for this plane. For that plane, I should say. Well, it's a test for this plane too. And this plane is built for it.
Bad. Great. It's gonna be one of those nights.
That's 121 Charlie clear 24 Pemberton.
He's just used to landing those big heavies, those big E-jets.
I didn't download the ortho for this, but I think it's worth having those dials for this area. It's really nice.
I actually have used the mesh for some of them, and it works just as good on.
Nice.
And it even works with the seasonal textures from same season, so I have now kind of patches of snow and other stuff.
Oh, very nice.
Traffic, Diamond 70 Alpha is final runway.
UHD mesh by pilot. He has HD mesh, which is almost the whole world, and UHD for some like smaller areas.
Very cool.
I should have done that.
All right, there's our road and still
yes,
our river.
I'm now literally cruising at flaps 20.
Tracks, I'm just gonna roll right up your butt again.
Come on, Alpha Sierra, get out the runway. Get out the runway.
685 Alpha,
There
Let me go get
You may,
Well, that was awesome.
you may have noticed the large number of helipads at this airport.
There's a reason. We've had no fewer than 2 helicopters each time
Sweetness, all
that
summer
we
long.
have done a backcountry event, so that's pretty cool.
There's literally 8 of them.
Either
Alright.
SNR or Helidors, I guess.
A lot of probably both, actually.
All right, we're closing in on
So
8
first
minutes.
they go on
Again, we're thinking about 10 minutes to get to the lake. Once we get to the lake, we have to start to configure for landing
7 Lima Alpha,
because
clear
the
runway
landing
24,
area is
February.
just on the other
Yeah,
side
that
of the
actually
lake. It's kind of a
sounds
long
ominously sensible.
northwest to southeast
Melvin, are you
running lake.
still at Duffy Lake?
I am inbound. I'm still probably about 2 minutes away, 2 minutes to the northeast.
All right, I'm on my way.
I can't wait to watch that.
Are you streaming, Melvin?
Had to do
I
some
am
gardening.
streaming. I will be near the food truck, probably bandaging my wounds. So, yep,
yeah, I
I'm
definitely want to watch that landing.
I'm putting it all out there for the world to see, guys. So it should be good, and then you can tune in. I think Downwind's doing the same thing right behind me. So I'm guessing
I made
Agent
about
Bravo.
10 attempts last night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's there's Downwind he thinks coming over the hill is better, and I came in over the road last time, and I don't know if that wasn't too bad, but it's trying to make that last turn at 40 knots is a little bit nerve-wracking.
Okay, I'm back. Where are you, buddy?
I'm still not quite to Duffy Lake. I think I'm about a minute or two to the northeast of Duffy Lake.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm like I'm maintaining visual separation with him.
All right, so just a heads up, Diana, when I get to the lake, I'm going to be slowing down to probably 60 knots and getting configured. So really, truly, if you want to get ahead of me and take a stab at this landing, you certainly are welcome to.
I think I'll just climb to around 5,000 and watch what's going to be going below, because this is my first time.
Okay, understood.
Oh, I'm just crossing Duffy Lake now.
Very nice. So this is one where you've got to have the ortho,
When you
I
get
believe.
wings, the world looks so tiny.
I don't think that this little area probably all it probably looks like in default is just like a road like that.
Like, you know, when your backyard looks pretty big, or actually maybe the yard of your apartment complex or something, and then you try to land a helicopter there in a flight sim, and oh my goodness,
Hopefully there's an
literally no space.
ambulance on the way. Well,
See,
that
that's my philosophical
10,000
argument
foot
against
spire, man,
immortality.
that looks awesome,
If you can
right?
live forever, sooner or later, no matter how big the universe is, you'll eventually get bored of it.
Oh, trust me, I can create enough of hustle for about 100 lifetimes. So.
Oh, I think we lost Jose.
You could still be immortal.
All right,
and the
so
MD-11
we are
would never come out anyway,
attempting
so
to
there's something
find
in the
this
universe
lake.
even after immortality.
I think
MD-11 more likely to come out.
All
I'm
right,
more
so I
thinking
have to stay
Half-Life
right
3.
of this mountain here. I almost think I see the lake. I think.
Project
Yep, there's
5
the
version
lake.
4. Project 5 version 4.
And Duffy Hooligans 11816. I am at the northeast portion of the lake. So this will give me a judge of my elevation, which I thought was 3,000, but it looks
Oh, you
like it's
just
going to
came in
be.
the I wonder where you went.
It's going to be
I
more
just see you
like.
now.
I mean the lake
Boom.
right now. I
Okay.
am
341 Alpha.
I am going to overfly the field and just get my bearings to see where this runway lies.
What the? Oh, you're going the opposite direction. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm on my way to
So
Duffy
the
Lake.
lake is 4,000, so I'm thinking that my airport is going to be right
I just
about
passed
that
you.
as well. So
Yeah,
I
I
am
know, I
going
saw
to
ya.
get configured. I'm going to level off here at 4,000.
Wait, you mean there's traffic behind me?
I think they're coming the opposite way, Diana. You guys are kind of northeast bound, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
We're in, and I'm north, south.
Okay, there's
west
a.
bound.
Pemberton traffic, Sky 514 Delta Victor's turning right base, runway 24 Pemberton.
All right, so here we
Oh, I
go
think I see you
down to
guys.
60, and 4,000 is where I
At
want
least I
to
see
kind
some
of
kind of
start.
lights.
And then again, I'm gonna sneak over, and Duffy Lake traffic 11816. We're gonna sneak over on the southeast side of the lake and follow the road. We're at 4,000, Duffy Lake.
Pemberton traffic, Sky 514 Delta Victor's turning right base to final runway 24 Pemberton.
So this is definitely the opposite side of what you would normally be flying in a situation like this, but we need this road to help us because the landing area.
Traffic Kodiak West gonna be continuing at around 4,500 to survey the terrain, Kodiak. Duffy Lake.
Can't really see it very well, but there is a road over there, I promise you. It'll get a little bit more evident once we get past the lake. I get to the end of the lake, I'll throw in notch 2 of my flaps.
Duffy Lake traffic, November 341 Alpha, we're going to be following the Kodiak inbound, Duffy Lake.
Good luck, you guys.
And Duffy Lake 11816, when we depart the south end of the lake, we'll be making a right-hand traffic pattern basically to the southwesterly running runway. That's probably the worst radio call of all time. Okay, there we go. Second notch of flaps. Where's our road? There's our road. It turns, we turn. And we're gonna just have to be really comfortable with
Helicopter 429
flying
Bravo
slow.
Juliet. We are 8 nautical miles to the east of field, VFR 4,500 feet, inbound direct for JRAM, Pemberton.
There, I think I can barely see it right off our 12 o'clock. That little white spot, that's the area that we're shooting for. We're gonna be. I'm gonna attempt to turn. I'm gonna attempt to follow the road. You can fly up here to the left-hand side and come over the hill. I did not have such good luck doing that last time though, so I'm gonna
8
just.
Hotel Sierra is departing Lillooet and on the way to Duffy Lake from the northeast.
Okay, here we go. We're doing pretty good. We're gonna try to hug it a little bit though. Final notch of flaps coming in. We're gonna chop power.
Pemberton traffic, Sky 514 Delta Victor's clear 24 Pemberton.
Just hold it here, hold it here, hold it here. We're aiming for that dirt strip. And oh, definitely a hard bouncer. Ah, fail. Doggone
Wait,
it.
just to be clear, runway and the road at Duffy Lake is the same thing.
No, the runway is just
Sort
to
of.
the left of the road, the southwest side. All right, well, that was a fail for me,
But if there's no
unfortunately.
cars coming, Agent Bravo 7, take it.
Ouch.
I just bounced it a little bit too
Copy.
hard there, guys. Doggone it.
Big ouch.
All right, Duffy Lake. I'm going to have to reload here. Duffy Lake. There is,
How'd
by the
you
way.
do, jet pilot? You sitting there at Duffy Lake?
No, I didn't go. I was watching Brant. Big ouch.
Yeah, I bounced her and hit my prop. Okay, well, do I have to reconnect? I do have to restart here. Ah, doggone it. Well, yep, it's a
That's
challenge.
a good way to put it.
Whoops, what did I do here? Oh, I got to turn on fuel pump. Hopefully it'll restart. Oh, yeah. So do you guys want me to get out of the way here, or you want to just come on in? I'm going to pull across to the opposite side. So, there's a resounding no answer.
Ooh.
There's a food truck down here, by the way. Probably need to just cruise down here and let you see what the...
Before you want to roll.
I'm ready to go anytime. I wasn't sure how many more people were coming into Pemberton.
I think we got one more helicopter, and the other guys are all over Duffy Lake.
Yeah, we'll make it into Pemberton here in just a sec, but you guys are...
Duffy Lake, Kodiak going around Duffy Lake.
All right. I'm gonna...
Yeah, so in that case, we'll roll out of Pemberton before you
I'm
guys
gonna
show
swing
up.
down here and show
yeah,
you
definitely.
show the food truck off that our friend Downwind Sim
So
made.
Bravo 7, don't feel bad because it took Melvin Leroy and I about 3 or 4 tries just to even make it work.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Bravo 7. Agent Bravo 7, I apologize. I think I was in your way there. Sorry, I'm out of the way now. I thought I was on the opposite side of the highway.
It's delicious.
Trust me, it didn't screw up anything. It was bad enough without you.
So what I am going to do is this.
Hey, coffee. There you are.
I am
going. DC-3, by the way.
Here comes the DC-3, baby.
I am.
Oh, he's going to try to land. He's heading the wrong way.
Alright, guys.
Love it.
Right back. You guys can go ahead and start without me.
Love it. Love it. No,
Oh,
he's going the wrong way.
Oh
no.
That was fun to watch.
That was awesome. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh, man.
That was ridiculous.
All right,
Well,
Agent Bravo
there's
7,
that.
where are you, lady?
Duffy Lake, Kodiak West, take 2 for the same direction. Duffy Lake, Kodiak.
As a DA62.
All right, I am going to do this. I'm going to do
so
this
when we
here.
go to Pemberton, going into Squamish, it's pretty easy to follow.
This is the
pretty
keeper
easy to
shot.
follow the valley down. Once you get into Squamish, the runways are 15 and 33. I think the wind's good for us to take 33, which is fantastic because once you see it, I don't understand how anybody lands on 15.
Okay, speaking of
Don't
landing,
we
here
go
comes
to Whistler first? No.
Agent Bravo
Oh,
7.
we're not stopping at Whistler. We're just going to fly past
Okay.
it.
That sounds like a
We're
challenge.
going to
doesn't
give
it?
her a
Okay, so
wide berth
I don't
here.
think anybody's gonna do it, but do not.
By the
go
way,
over
Avocado Flight,
Bravo
thanks for the
airspace,
follow.
because Bravo
It
airspace
helps
is
me lick my
9,500
wounds and feel a little bit better about the broken prop there.
Yeah, I know.
Appreciate you hanging out, and
Better
if
said
you
than
like
not
watching
said.
and doing
So,
dumb
stay
stuff like
below-
that, this
stay
is the
below
right place for you,
9,500.
man.
Alright, I'm gonna spawn at Pemberton just to get the other leg out of the way.
I still couldn't realize which part of the terrain there is the actually the.
So do you have the ortho and the scenery mod, Agent Bravo 7?
No, sadly, this is like the only
Oh.
area in this part I don't have ortho for, but I do have the scenery mode, and I have this little patch of.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, so what you're looking at is probably going to be a little different than what we are. The ortho makes a big difference. I would imagine.
Pemberton traffic, Skyhawk Golf Victor Charlie.
All right, I'm going to try to depart here. If you thought the arrival was rough, wait till you Wait till you see the departure. If you think you hate it now, wait till you drive it. We're gonna get lined up. We're taking every inch of dirt that we possibly have. We have a flaming DC3 at the end here as well. So, all right, the idea here, if anyone's still watching, is to give it hell with flaps up to gain airspeed about halfway down. While I'm tossing 2 notches of flaps, I'm gonna try to pick the wheel up and gain a little bit of speed.
This really weird ghosting of your aircraft label.
And then we
right
need
now
to try
it shows
to
you zooming
depart
by on the opposite side of the runway as you
with
taxi by.
making left crosswind. So, all right, let's see.
My
We
label
can
is
do this
ghosting
though
for you.
too, since we're over 3,000 feet. We're
Melvin,
gonna
you
go
still
ahead.
at Duffy?
Ephraim, I'm getting ready to depart right now. Let's lean it out.
Golf Victor Charlie Foxtrot departing runway 24, Pemberton.
That's about the
But
max
go
we
ahead,
can
don't
get.
wait on me. I'm trouble tonight.
Duffy traffic, November 11816. We're departing to the southwest. Duffy, attempting to depart, I should say. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. Full throttle.
Charlie lining up runway 24, Pemberton.
I'm gonna actually watch you departing, and then we'll
2 notches
try
of flaps.
to land
I'm actually
on
with
your
the headwind, getting a little bit of yeah. So you don't normally.
Makes sense.
So Diana, you know, wouldn't normally depart or land on the downhill slope, but that wind really made a difference. That's as easy as I've ever landed, or sorry, departed. So
I think
there's
that
Diana.
was the first time I actually totaled my DC3.
Okay.
Richard traffic, Diamond 62 settling mouth for taking runway 24, Pemberton.
And it was not pretty.
Oh boy. Are you streaming?
Yeah. I spawned at Pemberton now because I totaled my plane.
All right, I'll need to go back and watch that. Thanks.
So I'm just,
Yeah, likewise.
just out of curiosity. All right, just out of curiosity, I'm actually going to try to land downhill and into the wind, just to see what happens here. But Diana, talk to me, and I'll stay out of your way.
Okay,
I'm gonna actually attempt to do this, to do the same thing I was trying before, but at least I'm now slow enough, it looks like.
Okay.
Pemberton traffic, Diamond 62.
We're going to come way up the road here
Runway
and
24,
just
straight out, then to the south
get our
for
bearings,
Pemberton traffic.
get configured. Right now, as I'm looking at the weather, I actually have. I'm going to look one more time. Well, no, now it's saying 303 at 2. So.
Duffy traffic, Kodiak West, final some runway, Duffy.
Some runway. So I'm going to go back around. I'm going to try it again.
Hey, Rob.
Uphill like you should.
Yo. Just as a matter of etiquette, would you normally with a group this size just let center know that we're kind of in the area but we won't be in their space?
I wouldn't. I think if we're going to stay out of their space for sure, then they can see that. Then
all right, there's Diana.
Okay.
I mean, trust me, they know where their space ends and starts. So if we're out of it, they're.
So I'm not going to land that way because she was trying to land
Okay,
uphill.
so I survived only because it's a Kodiak.
Yay!
That's what's great about the Kodiak.
Yeah.
Bravo for Bravo.
Mostly anything.
That's pretty good for it.
Aww,
And that's really good
go
for a
back
first
and attempt
attempt
this
too.
later.
I'm telling you. And Duffy traffic 11816. We're crossing midfield, and we're going to make a second attempt to land uphill. Duffy.
Good thing we're VFR because my altimeter stopped working. Nice.
All right, so right over the
Excellent.
top. I'm going to attempt this time since following the road didn't
Nothing's
work.
working.
I'm going to try to come in over the hill. So there's the
good. Now
hill
my gauge
right
is working. This is gonna be
right
fun.
here.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I'm going to try to
Everything's
come right
VFR.
in and
So
see
did
what
anybody
happens.
put in the cleaned up windows on the PropStrike today?
I did. It seems to be much better.
I worked long and hard on that.
I got them
Like,
in
there's
there.
still some dirt, so they're not, they don't look out of place, but like so much easier to see.
All right, so we are
Boys,
2
I'll
notches
go
of
grab
flap.
some more soda. There's some.
Duffy traffic 11816. We're turning right base for the uphill approach, Duffy. I got to make sure I don't stall out here. I am
Trax, I'm
right
probably
at
gonna
my
hug you
last little
really tight because none of my
tiny
gauges are working.
bit of airspeed
unsafe.
here. Come around. Where am I? Where am I?
Did you turn
Where
on
am
your
I?
alternator?
Oh, everything's on. It's just nothing's working. I think it's a sim glitch, but we're gonna pretend that it's an actual failure and not care.
Pretend? Is that a new word?
Sure.
Duffy
like
traffic 11816. Second attempt uphill landing, Duffy. Here we go, guys. Final notch of flaps are in.
How many airframes, Melvin?
Only on my second.
All right.
There we go.
Seriously,
Chop the power. See if this is a little bit easier without having to make the turn.
But nothing inside of it's working.
We're definitely going to be down the road a ways is the only problem. Yeah, this is what got me last time, is I was so far down. I just couldn't get her stopped. That's definitely a little bit easier though, isn't it? Whoa, big bump.
Pemberton traffic. Skyhawk 514 Delta Victor's departing runway 24, Pemberton.
All right, well, if you don't mind getting up on the road a little bit, that works. Yeah.
Pemberton, Douglas 341 Alpha. We're going to
over the hill is easier.
Runway 24 behind the departing Skyhawk, Pemberton.
All right,
uphill or downhill?
Uphill.
For those that survive this whole way, you should probably go into Vancouver.
All right, so I need to take a minute here and figure out where I am at.
By the time this is over.
So we are here. We are going to be departing to the southwest, so we'll be departing the correct direction. And we're just going to follow this little chute out to the lake, and then we're going to come in here to Pemberton. We'll actually have kind of a straight-in approach to Pemberton. So, oh gosh,
downwind.
Okay. Hooey. Now, I did it once. Can I do it again? Can I shoot the actual departure here?
Traffic, Skyhawk 514 Delta Victor's clear at runway 24. VFR straight out departure westbound, leaving the area, Pemberton.
Al South's head hurts a little bit, he says. And Duffy Lake traffic 11816 departing downhill to the southwest. Duffy. So southwest. I'm going to make I think I need to turn left. Wait, or do I? Wait a second, what's up? No, sorry, that was not good. When I respawned, I didn't reset my compass. I am going to be going to the southwest. So I only have one choice. You have to make a left-hand turn, but I'm going to loop back around and head out of here to the southwest. All right, so let's get this up. I've already primed or leaned for maximum power.
Pemberton traffic,
Here we go.
Douglas 341 Alpha is taking off runway 24 straight out departure.
Get going. Try to toss in a couple notches of flaps here right now.
8 Hotel Sierra's on the...
And we're up. That actually is working pretty well. I'm going to lose a notch and gain some airspeed here. So that's pretty good. That's 3 in a row for departures. Yeah, baby. Okay, let's keep it coming around. And Duffy traffic 11816. We're going to be departing southwest down the valley, heading towards Pemberton. Duffy. All right, downwind. Where you at, buddy?
Okay, I got a visual on you. I'm on the opposite end of the lake at about 4,500.
I'm 3 for my last 3 departures.
All All right. Is it? Are we all clear in there?
I think so. I didn't see Diana's Kodiak anymore, so she must have warped over to Pemberton or something.
I still see it.
You already got out of there.
Duffy Lake, Skyhawk 8 Hotel Sierra is inbound on the uphill.
All right. Well, that you know, I wish I could say that that was unexpected, but that's actually what's happened more times than not. That's probably that represents probably my 10th attempt, at least, to land and depart. And
Well, guys, just to verify, the actual runway is this little white stretch of sand next to the road, correct?
it's a full 900 foot. And what are you talking about, little?
Yes, Diana, yes. The answer to your question is yes.
That's twice as much as that Kodiak needs, isn't it?
Exactly. Kodiak can land in
I'm sorry, I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna use the road.
All right, but anyway, if I've been in there and out of there 10 times, that's
was this vicious dip on the one side of the road. I think the northeast side of the road has a vicious dip in it as it goes over a little stream or whatever, and I kept catching that and flipping.
8 Hotel Sierra is inbound.
anyway.
Duffy on the uphill.
You've seen one of 3 successful departures and one of
speed in the Kodiak is like
probably
52?
5. I'm like 50%.
Yeah, sounds about
50%.
Drop that puppy down.
I need to go. I think I need to go this way.
Yeah, you need about
Nah,
500
too late.
feet of runway.
Anyway, I'm like 50% on arrivals and about 30% on departures. So it's if you tuned in here looking for a crash, you picked the right stream. Fortunately, I've stashed spare parts throughout the British Columbia area, and just happen to have an extra prop behind that bush. But now on to Pemberton, and I think the rest of the crew has kind of spread out, which is part of why we decided to do this with make a couple of extra, little areas to go to just to let the rest of the group get going. And I don't know, we may go. Are anybody else thinking about going to hit Birkenhead too, or are we going to try to, now that the pack is stretched out, we're going to just try to head in with them?
West taking off from runway southeast bound, Duffy.
I didn't hear what that reply was. So
8 Hotel Sierra is going to hold over the east end of the lake to get out.
if we want to go up to Birkenhead, it's not that far, so we're shooting through this little ravine. We have Pemberton right there. Birkenhead is just this lake right up here, so we could easily land here first, or we could go up and land at Birkenhead and then come down and hit Pemberton. Either way, it's kind of a cool little airstrip. So I'm sorry, there was a call over frequency. I didn't hear if I guess Diana, Al South, or anybody downwind. Are you thinking about going up to Birkenhead with me?
Yeah, I'll join you. I'm waiting to get into Duffy Lake though first.
Okay, what I think I'm going to do then is I'm going to fly down past Pemberton, and then I'm just going to head straight up to Birkenhead and land there, and then I'll kind of see where you guys are at, and we'll plan from there. Okay, here's the big lake that we're coming up on, and let's see, what is this big lake? It's got
3 Echo Yankee looked fantastic. Nice job.
That runway that's the
Diana.
Lillooet Lake.
Who's the
I can't
the
wait.
band?
I can't wait to watch on Agent Bravo 7 stream. That's going to be.
I
That's
got a
gonna
good
look awesome.
view of your departure on my stream too,
That's
if you want to
awesome.
see it later.
I absolutely will. And if someone would clip it, I would. I would appreciate it.
Love it. All right, so here we go. We're making our turn. This is the kind of northwest edge of
inbound for the uphill.
Lillooet Lake. Pemberton should be just right up here, not too far. And Pemberton is not. It's down there, 670 feet. We're up here at 4,500. So we're going to fly by it though, and we're going to continue northbound up the next valley. This valley, I believe, right here is where we want to go. We got like some low cloud haze or something going. That must have been what they were talking about.
To Pemberton. I want to see something that looks like a runway, actually.
Birkenhead's a real runway. It's a real grass runway, I promise. Can we convince? Can we use positive peer pressure to convince Agent Bravo 7 to attempt another sketchy 900-foot
Why
strip?
do I have a feeling that about maybe 40% landings on Duffy Lake actually happened on the road?
You probably
Like
saw all the tire marks. All right, so there is, I think that's Pemberton right underneath us. No, sorry, yep, right there. So just so we know when we're coming back, and Pemberton traffic 11816, we're going to be flying past the north side of the airfield at 3,500. And then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna turn. We actually could turn up this valley right here.
Golf Victor Charlie Foxtrot, about 9 nautical miles to the north.
Trax is already there. That's cool.
So I've had a lot of landings in Apodiac with Stallhorn, but takeoffs with a Stallhorn, this is honestly.
Yeah. There's traffic departing. So we're going to just maintain visual separation there with that guy. Okay, we're good. We're good. If he wants to turn left, he can.
I got November 11816 off on the left-hand side. Are you going south or going to continue down to that airport?
We're turning north up the valley here. We're going to go head up to Birkenhead.
Heading east just to get a little higher, and then I'm going to loop my 180 here.
Roger. Okay, so we don't have to go far. This is, again, only about, I don't know.
This is pretty hard to do without any working gauges.
I think
Like
about.
I really wish I had airspeed right now.
16 or 18.
No, you're too slow when you fall.
16 or 18 miles. We actually could if we wanted. I haven't done it this way before, but we could do this. We could come up and just take this
is working. That's the only
this
thing
little
that's
valley. Before I've kind of come up this way because you can land straight in, but maybe we'll hit this little left-hand turn, catch the lake, Birkenhead Lake, and then make probably left traffic and land toward the southwest. All right, so we'll do that. It looks like the terrain will allow
I'll make it work
for us to do that. So that's, I'm seeing about 8 nautical miles for that. Whoops, I'm kind of losing a little altitude here. I don't need to get too low.
Out of curiosity, who just went by Laluit Lake west to it?
You talk about the plane that made the 180?
Not sure.
Because I'm heading west just to the right of the airport. That was original departure.
And I'm north of the airfield right now, Diana, heading up towards Birkenhead.
In and out with no problems at Duffy Lake. Brought to you by your friends at Downwind.
I'm going to say this, and I don't want him to hear it live.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
but
maybe like
Downwind
after
Sim might
50
be the
attempts.
best sim pilot,
Well,
the best
after all,
bush
we're
sim
kind of
pilot
involved
that
in
I have
making
ever
it.
seen.
I know where the bodies are buried.
That guy can flip
Some of
and
them are mine.
put it down and pick it up in the backcountry, man. Don't tell him I said that. So Diana, is the reason you're asking, is it because I'm leaking something or what?
No, just trying to figure out the traffic situation around the.
Should be all you. I think everybody else is already out of there. All right. Well, I can't wait to watch. That's the cool thing also about these
Hey,
bush.
118.16, I'm right above you from your 6. I'm going to be following you. I'll probably be right above you.
Hey, firm.
Let you know if I ever pass.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Pemberton traffic making straight in.
Okay, so I think we've got our. We're going to hang a left here. And traffic above 816. I think we're going to hang a left at this next valley and head direct to Birkenhead Lake.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about 6,000 right now, so I got you visual.
Well, my plan is to make left-hand traffic pattern. The runway pretty much runs the same orientation as the lake, so I'm going to come back around and land kind of to the southwest.
Okay. I'm just overflying you right now.
It's another blind downwind here at Squamish.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be a left downwind instead of a right, but like on the left side, that's such a short.
all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Into the valley.
Yeah.
I'm just following you because I
might
can't
have
really
to-
figure myself out otherwise.
Might have to gain a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I have no idea what the altitude of the lake is. So Duffy was 4,000. So you know this could be anything from. I mean, Pemberton,
Wow, beautiful
that
airport
lake,
here.
Lillooet Lake, is only at 670
Squamish is
feet.
gorgeous.
All these have been super nice tracks. Again, thanks so much for setting up this route, buddy.
Yeah. Very nice.
Oh, my pleasure.
Well, I'm
I
gonna.
got 1 to my 12. You go in the opposite direction of me because I'm flying northeast right up this little valley.
Yeah, I turned. I'm currently heading about 315.
Yeah, I flew you already.
Must
I
be
just got
in.
1 to my 12. I'm
Oh.
not sure who that is. I think it's the split, the left and the right of the valley up there.
Oh.
Airport's over here, Mekhi. You passed it.
Yeah, I don't know who that would be.
Yeah, I know.
Not sure who that would be.
Okay, it's 3-2 Fox, I
What?
see.
I know. Yeah. Of course I passed.
Okay, so we
you guys are doing a big
we should
arc,
hopefully
eh?
see this Birkenhead
Yeah,
Lake
right
as
now.
we come around the corner, and if that's the case, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, okay, I was off by a little
Long
bit.
way away for a downwind.
Looking. Got to be right in there.
I'm following the conga line, man.
So
Honestly,
I did talk a little bit about
honestly, that was
Agent
just,
Bravo
I don't
7.
know. It was so relaxed.
One of the first things that I ever watched her do is take the TBM 500 into a place called
Pemberton
Ryan
was
Field.
So relaxed.
And I knew instantly I was
Fox,
going to
pretty
like
cool.
her. She set that thing down and just made it look easy. All right, there we go. At Birkenhead traffic 11816, we have the lake in sight. We'll be making a left-hand traffic pattern and landing back to the southwest Birkenhead. So it looks like the lake is about probably 300.
Just don't stall, and you'll be fine.
Use the force, Luke.
Use the angle of attack indicator.
What kind of a Jedi are you, Mechia?
Okay, so let's cut some speed. And so we're gonna plan on. I'm gonna say that the airfield's gonna be about
We lost someone.
3,000 maybe. Gosh, that maybe looks. Maybe we're about 1,000 above right now.
What a
So
great turnout tonight. What a great event.
we're gonna say 2,500. I agree. Great event.
Nice little conga line coming
Fourth
into
month,
Squamish.
and it just gets better every time.
Just remember that I'm flying on the Matrix.
I love Al South. All right, so this is unlike Duffy. This
So
one
Melvin,
is
I kind of took
a
the shortcut across from Duffy over to heading to Birkenhead.
Roger. I wondered if that was you that the other guy was talking about. So you let me know where you're at, and if you head down first, that's cool. I'll follow you. Anyway, this is a.
I'm still descending out of the ridge. I think I'm near that 1650 pass that's on the just south of Birkenhead Mountain. I think I'm coming down out of the mountains to that pass.
Okay.
You the one that passed on your left-hand side?
Off.
Well, anyway, this is an old airfield. I don't think it's any more. It's in use anymore.
The landing that I make without any of my gauges working
So
is
hopefully,
the best landing that I made tonight.
now that he's
Yeah.
saying he's at the 1650,
Gauges.
it's making me a little nervous. Like I'm at the wrong spot.
Figures.
I'm pretty sure this is where we're supposed to be. There should be a little clearing just up here on the north side, and we should be able to swing it around to the left. Yep, I think I see the clearing. Yep, there it is. All right, we'll get a peek at the airfield here. I'm gonna toss a notch of flaps in on the way by, and we can kind of get a
November
sense
8th,
of.
Sterling Alpha.
Oh,
All
didn't
right,
sound
so
like that.
there it is right there. It's a short one, but
Could've swore you
a
said
much
Diamond.
easier approach.
Diamond.
Gosh,
November 8th,
maybe a
Maybe that's what you're.
left hand or right hand
No,
pattern
I
would be a
heard
little easier.
diamond
Well,
like
anyway,
4,
I'm thinking
6.
2,500 is going to be pretty close. Dead crosswind. There we are, though. At Birkenhead 11816, we're just flying past the airfield. We'll be making a left-hand base, landing back towards the lake, Birkenhead. Okay, let's.
And 8 Hotel Sierra is at the south end of Anderson Lake.
Okay, so there's a little
On the
small
way to
lake.
Birkenhead.
All right.
Jam,
So
man.
we have plenty of time here. We'll take it
Grass
a little
is
further
best.
up.
There you go.
Yep.
Since
I
we
knew it
don't
was a
have a
simple
lot
as
of
soon
room,
as
we
I
want to make
refreshed
sure that
here,
we
got
have
everything
everything nice and low and slow. And really, this is a little bit easier, even though the runway is the same length. Now, watch me jinx myself, but that's
Wow.
okay.
Oh, there's a flying boat here.
All right, that's the road. We don't want this guy. We want the guy to the left. This is just breathtaking
I
scenery.
think
Holy
top
cow.
airport of the night has got to go to Squamish. This is just stunning. The terrain around here is
Okay.
amazing.
Final notch of flaps is in. Maybe just a skosh high, but I think I can cut altitude.
Kodiak West, taking off runway 24 straight out. Permission.
Obviously, one way in, one way out. Well, maybe not. You might be able to get out of here if you had to. The same direction. Throw a little power back in.
Right.
Hold her off.
Looking a little high.
What's the runway direction at Squamish?
3-3.
Well,
3-3.
Okay.
kind of bounced it at the end, but you know, set her down fairly
It's
solid.
awkward
And
because you have to make your downwind. There's like hills there. You have to stay above the hills to make your downwind, and then swoop down on your base.
so we'll park here for just a second, kind of get our bearings and see where downwind sim
There it
is.
is. I think I'm coming into the valley where it is, but I don't see it.
And Birkenhead traffic 11816. We're clear of the runway, parked by the windsock.
All right, Birkenhead traffic, 8 Hotel Sierra is inbound from the north.
Okay, cool.
We're landing to the south, Birkenhead.
All right, good deal. So it's not too, he's not too far away. Then what we'll probably end up doing is,
I finally
we're
caught you
here.
guys.
We will depart. We'll depart to the north and then turn around, follow the lake, come down here, do a quick stop at Pemberton, and then we've got to get ourselves down here to Squamish.
For bush pilots, that was some real granny flying there, guys. There's a mountain in the way. God, you're 6 nautical mile traffic pattern.
Look,
looks
I had an excuse.
Looks like
okay?
Slan Alpha is
Should
kind of on
Should have come in at
final
200
approach to
feet over the river, done a hard 180 bank,
Squamish.
and landed that puppy. Should have come in at 200 feet over the river, done a hard 180
So
conservative, bank, and landed that puppy.
So it looks like if I kind of
I got Eki Yankee off my left.
So conservative.
Yep. So it'll be fun. That's one of the things about this event that I like. It's kind of a residual. You go back and you can watch it like 3 or 4 times, just with the other guys that fly it and stream it. And let's just see. There's our buddy downwind sim. He was a little high coming in here. He's cutting some altitude like a real bush pilot. Watch him flare this out.
I actually did a 360 twice.
This will
coming
be
in
just
here
way
because,
ought to be.
The pads are so tight and it's so hard to slow down.
He's carrying a lot of speed. He's carrying a
The thing
lot
is
of
slippery, you
speed.
know, it's so hard to slow it down without going into VRS.
Yeah, he's like me. He ended up clear down at the far end, but
so I've learned.
Short of the mountain, short of the hillside, that's all that matters.
Do a big 360 loop and give myself some
Why
time
don't you
to
go
slow
ahead?
down.
You're down at the right end. Why don't you take off and I'll follow you.
That was a little fast, but we made it in and dumped it down at the last minute.
True bush style, man.
You got it,
I'm
baby.
coming your way, and I'll follow you down to Pemberton.
All right, we'll see you.
Got a couple of trees to navigate here.
That little flaps trick is really handy.
Yeah, that makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Anyone got any idea who is Papa Romeo Delta 56?
I'm going to take a stab and say that's probably Flyer Studios.
Oh, Presidential 5.6? Yeah, I'm just cruising around.
Copy.
Fine.
Enjoying these beautiful, beautiful mountains.
All right, so we're going to head out here. So again,
It's a nice spot.
flaps trick that he's
Trax,
talking
thanks for
about
sharing.
No, you
is
just,
to
just
get
passed
going.
Me,
Don't run over that guy. Toss the flaps in at the last.
I got you.
After you get a little bit of airspeed going, and then
Tracks, I got a bill.
so you're
for,
able to.
noise abatement because everyone's going to sleep in my house. But thank you so much, man. This was awesome, and I hope I see a bunch of you guys on there.
See you, man. We'll definitely
Mike,
see me
pleasure
on
to have you,
Thank
my
you so
friend.
Hey,
much for joining.
noise abatement. I like that, Mike. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to try and make it Thursday. I can't promise it, but hopefully I'll be there. If
All your real friends will be there, Mike.
No worries. Rob. Good night, guys. And girls.
Good night.
Guys and girls.
Birkenhead traffic,
Good night.
11816. We're making a left-hand turn
I'll
back over
definitely
the
be
lake.
there Thursday night. This is a great event. Thanks so much. Really beautiful flying tonight.
Great to have you.
And I'll see you guys in a while.
Good to see
See
you.
ya.
Coffee.
Bye,
Thanks, see ya.
Coffee.
See you, Agent. Bye, Slan Alpha.
Later, coffee.
Same Same here, guys. It's
Thanks,
always
Brandon.
a pleasure flying with you guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time for the next event.
Speaking of
Bye.
next
See you.
event, Rob,
Yeah,
who's
do we
who's
have
got
a no?
who's,
No
who's got the
one's stepped up. So do we want to go with
Any
I know we got some
volunteers?
more flying up to do in Punty Mountain? We can do that, or I think you had some more stuff up your sleeve that you were holding up.
We'll all be old and dead before we run out of places to go.
Well, there's a few places in Switzerland that are really, really nice.
Are we sticking to the North America, or are we flying bush anywhere here?
Rob, why don't you? Do you want to do one?
Agent B, I'm coming.
Hang on,
off the
I'm on
right-hand
final.
side.
Hang on 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
Say again.
I'm off the right-hand side. I got you visual.
Copy. Speaking of guys, if I mean, America, of course, North America has a lot of places for that, but why not try something like Africa?
Africa's beautiful. The back mountains of Afghanistan are really beautiful.
Alaska's great.
Alaska's great, yeah.
Haven't done Alaska yet. Juneau and all that good stuff.
The Amazonia and basically South America stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
South America's gorgeous down there.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Alps. Switzerland.
Yep.
No, thanks. I'm not learning European regulations.
There's this little like private field called Locker
Yep.
Field in
Yep.
the Alps. Best
Dude.
bush
Locker is
flying ever.
awesome.
Dude, published visual pattern, published visual traffic pattern.
What's
I'm
a
sorry,
regulation?
Well, this is like the first thing I'm coming up with. Published visual patterns. I'm sorry, that's something I can't comprehend.
We just make sure they're all in towered airports. We don't have to worry about it.
They don't have untowered airports.
In Switzerland?
Sure they do.
Wait, seriously?
Locker's
Of
not
course.
towered.
Courchevel's not powered.
Because Russia literally doesn't have a single untowered airport.
Wow.
That's crazy. How can
That's
they
a lot of
afford
manpower.
that? That is.
All
right, well, we're back,
people who
we're back down this
who
little
aged out long ago, but instead of
valley and down
but
here to
instead of
Pemberton.
just sending them to the what is it called, to the retirement, they send them to those small fields.
Huh, that's pretty cool, actually.
So yes, Russia is over-regulated and very social, should I say?
Well, yeah, sure. Still,
There's a lot of fields in Europe that don't have a tower, but they do have an FIS. But it's not a tower. It's just they give you information services.
Yeah, that little airfield in northern Germany was funny.
Yeah, that was super funny.
It was unbelievable. There was a guy there. There was a guy staffed up, and we get up there thinking he's going to be tower, and he's like, "No, I'm just FIS." He didn't give us taxi instructions. Didn't give us takeoff instructions.
Huh.
He's just there saying Roger every time you say something on purpose.
wow.
Strangest thing on Vatson I've ever seen. That was hilarious.
Every time we announce, he goes like Roger. the glory of VFR in Europe.
All right, so back down the
Yeah, okay,
valley
guys,
here to
great
Pemberton.
event. Thanks so much, and I'll see you when I see you.
Pemberton is a, let's
All right,
see,
thanks for coming. See ya.
2-4 and
Take care, everyone.
see you, man. 2-4 and 06. So we're gonna spin that around.
This is just
and
breathtaking in VR.
We
Oh my
will
goodness.
we'll be making probably a right-hand traffic pattern into runway 24. And again, we need to get
Agent B,
ourselves
off your
down
right-hand
to
side after you came in that turn, there's a little tiny lake on top of the
670
mountain I
feet.
took a look at. It was the
So I think we can
just sitting
slowly
right on top of
descend.
it.
Downwind, you thinking like a right-hand pattern into 24? What are you thinking, man?
I mean, honestly, I can't even point out some places here because everything is so gorgeous and beautiful and.
I think I'm going to overfly the field and look at the windsock.
My active sky is saying 322 at 2. My active sky is saying 322 at 2.
All right. So, Flyer, what kind of VR headset do you have?
I got the Oculus Rift S.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm running.
Oh, it's just breathtaking. Some of the planes that you can fly VR in.
Yeah, for sure. Did you download the Duffy scenery and all that?
No, I did not, unfortunately.
Okay, well, join in on the Discord and speak up. And Melvin Leroy and I are usually constantly scheming of just fantastic places to fly. So you're welcome to tag along and join us whenever we. And I'm always ripping on him because he doesn't have VR.
I would recommend it to everybody. They try it. VR and X-Plane or flight sim at least once in their life, and I guarantee you'll be hooked on.
I'm saving for my full motion sim.
Okay, that wasn't a paid endorsement either, okay? Melvin, wasn't a paid endorsement.
This stream still not sponsored by Oculus Rift S.
There you go.
All right, Pemberton.
There's some cliffs over here, and the side of it is blue. Interesting.
I think it's going to be right as we exit,
like a
probably
blue,
right in front of us.
Rock bed.
So perhaps I'm still thinking we're going to just. Maybe I said I don't know. Did I say left, right? I want to turn left and enter a right-hand pattern for runway 24. That is what I would like to do. I don't know what I said I was going to do a while ago, but first I need to find the airfield. So I'm continue to pull back on the power a little bit here.
Traffic. Skyhawk 8 Hotel Sierra is on a right base for 3-2, I think.
2-4. I think it's 2-4, man.
All right, 2-4. 2-4, 2-5.
Jet pilot, thanks for hanging with us, man. It's always fun to have you guys along, and this was a fun night. I thought I was going to be able to impress you with my landing skills at Duffy, and I came up short, man. Gonna have to just spend more time practicing, I guess.
Okay, who's still around?
I'm still here.
I'm cruising.
Okay.
And
Nobody but us chickens.
I'm here. I'm also streaming, by the way.
Oh, okay, cool. Looking forward to it. It's going to be, there's like 5 guys I have to go back and watch. It's going to keep me busy all week. I love it.
8 Hotel Sierra, so on final for 2-4 at Pemberton.
Okay, so is that our airfield over there? Yes, it is.
oh, this is so cool. Weaving in between.
11816 is on a right base, runway 24, Pemberton.
I'm surprised they have so many power lines out here too.
Well, I need to slow down, don't I? I'm a little high, so I'm going to keep coming out here on the base a little bit farther.
Are you using the ortho
I've got a
or
ways to
just
go
the full
anyway.
scenery?
Okay, there's a
ortho.
notch of flaps. That'll help. Again, 670, so I'm still
I didn't have time to download
a little above.
Yeah, I spent about a week and a half
pattern
downloading
altitude
ortho for the whole world.
There's our
I've
runway.
been downloading ortho
And
just
Pemberton,
for
November 11816.
portion
Returning
of
final
US,
runway
and it
24,
has taken
Pemberton.
me like 3.
8 Hotel Sierra is clear of 2-4 Pemberton.
Okay.
More like 3 months.
See
Oh,
about
wow.
geez, my rollout
Yeah, it's
way
very
too
slow
way
here.
too soon.
I have
way too soon, man.
I
Oh
have
man.
2 extra solid state drives that I have split between one side of the world and the other side of the world. It is huge. It's great scenery though. It really is.
What
All
zoom
right.
level are you using?
I've got X-Plane 11.
No, the actual zoom level of your tiles in Orthon.
Which simulator of Orthos, or like version-wise?
Zoom level.
Zoom level of
Zoom.
Orthos.
Zoom level. I'm sorry.
The zoom level.
Zulu Lima.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I would have to go check for you.
Wait, you make your own, or you have the pre?
I definitely didn't make my own Orthos for some of the places. There's packages that I download.
Zoom level is the in the little window with the letters Z.
I'll have to take a look for you when I get out of my VR. I'll let you know.
All right. Wind was
Look like a
trying to-
good one, Melvin.
Wind was trying to get me there. I'm going to keep it rolling, boys. And Pemberton
All right.
11816, we're going to be departing to the southwest, Pemberton. All right, pull it up 1 notch of flaps. I think we have enough runway here, would be my guess.
8 Hotel Sierra's number 2.
Yep, we're already up. Okay, so last leg here, ladies and gentlemen. If you've stuck with me for 3 hours, well, you probably need a different hobby, but I appreciate it
Well,
if you
this is gonna
have.
be an interesting approach.
And we're just going to continue to follow the river, essentially. We have to depart about 240, which is about runway heading, and then we turn south 167. So this is it. We're off the runway. We're going to turn, and we just follow the.
Back up over this big
There's
hill
a
here,
few different
move
ways you could
myself
go if you
180.
wanted, but we're going to just try to stay in the main valley. We do have the Whistler Green Lakes and the ski area that will kind of serve
Basically,
as a
yeah,
little bit of
passing
a
off your right-hand side, opposite direction. I got you.
little
inside,
bit
I'll
of
probably follow
a
you.
waypoint along the way there. So, and our flaps up,
That was to me.
Yeah, I think so.
and we'll probably just bring her up here to about 2,500.
Big old lake in the middle of this one. Looks like a crater lake almost.
Definitely a nice place to spend the afternoon. It was a great way to spend a day, a snow day. What a better thing to do than just hang out with a bunch of friends and simulate some bush
Literally
flying.
forgot the name of the
There
airport.
is some of those power lines that we have to think about, though. So do have to, again, kind of keep that in mind. I don't know. I'm assuming they must have something to do with the Whistler ski area, but maybe not. But there's a bunch of them just through here, so we have to pay attention. I don't honestly know if they're like, if you hit them, if they're simulated, or if they're like a tree that
Well, my
you just
X-Plane
kind of
never
go through.
worked so slow. I'm at 12 frames per second.
Holy cow! Wonder what.
I
what
think
he's
it's
got.
just a center load. It should end soon.
Melvin, you got your sandbar magnet turned off?
Yeah, I think we probably ought to try to get down and call it good. I may actually have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, those snowplow crews are going to be out all night.
There will probably be a
Making
sandbar
sure
or
you
two.
and all the little kids can get back to school.
Education is number one.
Yeah, we can absorb a snow day every now and again, but when we get more than one, then they start looking at June, and then people get real cranky.
I'm making my right to left base to final turn now.
All right, so we should be
All right, all the way to
slowly,
Squamish.
slowly heading to about a 167 heading here. It looks like we're turning the corner. And I can kind of see what downwind Sim's talking about. This river valley does look like it might have a sandbar or two, but it also has a bunch of power lines. I don't know, it'd be kind of sketchy trying to get in there. So I'm going to stay up here at least 2,000.
Oh, I'm going around.
And my fuel situation, I should have probably thought a little bit about that. I think I'm still good.
Hello there, gang.
Agent Bravo 7 must be on the ground, possibly.
Copy.
Kind of like this part of the flight.
Came in too fast.
It's just sort of the end of the flight. You're just kind of, everything is chill and you're just sort of enjoying the last couple of minutes here.
Well, you've really got to hit the numbers on this one.
I think it's only about a 30-mile leg, maybe a little bit more.
I was aiming for the bricks, and
I did not set my timer.
Quite a bit.
We can set our timer when we get there to the Whistler Green Lakes. From there, I see 8, 17, 7.
And who's flying the
25.
DC-3?
I am.
Oh, look at those power lines up on the hill there. Oh, sorry. Where is it? Must be my bedtime too. Boy, the ortho does a good job of rendering those cutouts of the trees and all that, you know. That's pretty cool. Little clear-cut areas that let those power lines cut through. Pretty much due south, and then once we start to head back to the southwest, that's where we get to those Whistler Green Lakes area, and there's actually an airport here. Charlie
Well, the end of the runway
Alpha Echo 5. I'm going to gain a little altitude because it looks like that power line just kind of crawls up
the asphalt
left side of the hill there.
That's actually really weird.
Can't wait to get down to Squamish.
So I had to cut out and kind of wrap up the stream. Did we come to a decision about what we're doing for March?
We have not yet.
We want to circle back to another one of the Punxsutawney Mountain itineraries.
That would be easy enough to do, guys. But I mean, I'm open to whatever. I'm always there as the backup guy if you need it.
I was thinking of maybe like heading over to the East Coast and doing some bush flying out of some strips there. Cause, believe
Yeah,
it or
actually,
not,
East Coast sounds like a good.
What about
by the
Mountain
way,
Air? Anybody been to Mountain Air?
North Carolina, as well as the Blue Ridges of Virginia, they also have some really good backcountry strips. I'm actually working on a few of them.
The
Yeah,
Shenandoah
if you,
area.
Yeah, awesome. And if you think you have them done in time for a month from now, we'd certainly love to do it.
Yeah.
Send me a message on my Discord, and we'll chat it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a couple guys right here that I think would definitely be willing to maybe pitch in a little. I'm not going to speak too much out of turn, I hope, but can help you put on some polishing touches on some of that stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like it out there. That's a cool area.
Yeah, I know P3D, Melvin Lindray you have that package, what's it called, the airport guide?
Yeah, the airport guys, and they've got a bunch of airports out there that would be pretty easy to make look decent. They're not bush strips; they're paved, but they're in really cool areas, kind of like Mountain Air. By the way, Riley's Dungeon, how are you?
Well, you are
Happy
scaring
Monday. Thanks for checking in. We welcome to Prop Culture. This is what we do here. We fly around in beautiful areas, and as you can hear in the background, we're trying to figure out our next.
More time on that, Melvin. We can maybe whip out another a trip around Puncie Mountain for March, and then do the Shenandoah for it.
Yeah, that works. I'll put something together, and then if you guys, regardless, if you have it ready to go for March or April, whatever. If it'll be ready to go, and it can be put in whatever month we need. Anyway, Riley's primarily this kind of stuff, and we're just trying to figure out the next Bush League backcountry fly-in. We do this once a month, first Monday of the month.
All right, take care.
Guys, we'll see you.
See you, man. That's Slant Alpha that you heard, and also Downwind Sim.
I don't think I even said hi to you, Al. I'm sorry. Hello,
the three
Al.
of us have kind of put this together, and Al South, he's another guy that you hear. He checks in with us quite often. It's a good group.
Catch you next time.
So if you like this kind of stuff, this is a good group to hang out with.
See you guys.
And we're just wrapping up, like I say, wrapping up this month's rendition, and we're on our way down.
Hey, Downwind.
Past the Whistler Ski Resort. Maybe you've passed it already, but
yeah, go ahead.
Up
I
in
noticed
British
you have some of the
Columbia.
For the your Rift. Is that the version with the ear things?
Heading down to Squamish.
No, it is not. That's the original Rift that you're thinking about that had the ones that flip out, and these are some headphones that I bought off of Amazon that are just these little clip behind the ears, and then I have them plugged into the side of my Rift.
Okay.
And that's I love the Rift S, but the audio's horrible.
Right. Yeah, I have like there's that little tiny 3mm jack thing on the side. I think the left side.
Yeah, that's what I have these plugged into.
Yeah, I got some earbuds that I plug into mine. I can't do over the head earphones for the Rift.
All right, we're just about to make our final turn to the south here.
The side of your head.
We're getting there.
Oh,
we're
gotcha.
on. I think we're on this little run right here.
Headphones and they didn't work.
Once
but
we
these
turn
guys
south,
that have the
we'll have this last little
just
lake.
Clip over my ears. It's kind of
and
like
then
a
we're pretty well there.
cheap fix.
That's,
So $14
Squamish,
and the bass response is
about 16
better for
miles.
Me. I can't usually get the earbuds to stay in my ears for some reason.
Right.
Well, guys, I'm gonna roll for now. Thank you so much for organizing this stuff, and honestly, despite I was literally the last one, I had, I guess, almost all the fun that is possible. So
I really appreciate. Yeah, really appreciate you coming by, and I know we're off hours for you, but appreciate you always having.
Guys, don't worry about it. You are exactly my hours. At least,
okay.
For now, so it's...
Yeah, always good to hang out with you, Bravo 7, and we'll see you again real soon. So as you can hear, it's a pretty diverse group, and that's what makes it awesome. There's our lake. So we are within 16 miles roughly of Squamish. And I guess I'm leading the way this time because I just kind of did almost a touch and go. It looks like 15 and 33 are our choices. And so the wind has just kind of been out of that west to northwest pretty much all day long. One last little peek at active sky. I know it's kind of cheating here, but yep, 320 at 2, so runway 33 will be our choice. So we'll essentially be coming almost straight in to the opposite runway. It is a bunch of crazies, but it's they're my people. So I think it looks like the terrain is maybe favoring. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm thinking it's favoring a right-hand traffic pattern into runway 33, but we honestly are going to just see when we get there. It looks to me like there's, now what do you guys think? We're coming this way. It looks to me like there's a little bit more terrain on the right-hand side than on the left-hand side. So I think if we come here, I think we come down on a right-hand, downwind, right base, and bring it back up the river, I think we're going to be in good shape. Yep, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, he represents the subgroup of sim pilots that are currently on the disabled list. He had Tommy John surgery a while ago. That wasn't Tommy John surgery, but had a surgical procedure. So he's been doing it one-armed. On the mend, as I hear, though, which is awesome. Okay. Continue along the river. Yep, physical therapy. Been there, done that again. I'm telling you, you do not want to schedule your session with the small females. The smaller the physical therapist is, the meaner and tougher and more they make you hurt. That's a theory that I have, and it's always been accurate whenever I've had to go through PT. The guys, they just go easier on you. I don't know why. Nice area. Past the end of the lake, probably about 10 miles, I would say, to the north, maybe a little more.
I think we just overflew Daisy Lake.
I would concur with that.
There is a Latin group that is called Garibaldi.
So that trip up to Duffy Lake through that valley was just spectacular. Wow.
That was a tight valley, wasn't it? Holy cow.
Yeah, I think that was the one that Trax was talking about, that he was saying we're not going to go that way. The group wasn't going to go that way just because it was so tight. I don't know if you heard that discussion at the beginning.
No, I didn't. I'm kicking myself for not nailing that landing. We could have been 3 for 3 at that lake.
So what happened?
I tried bringing it in on the road, which I had just done yesterday, and I think I was a little too slow, and I tried to turn a little too sharp, and I just basically stalled on the turn and couldn't recover. I bounced pretty hard and kind of went a little sideways and then hit the prop, and It was just a bad landing.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. My first pass was way too fast, so I went around and played it safe.
Well, I think your thought of going over the hill, it definitely is a better way. It's a more stable way, but you're just not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to put it down until about the last, like, you know, fourth of the runway, and I mean, you're just going to have to live with that basically. But that's the better way to go.
Well, and then I did your, I came in with full flaps, and as soon as I was like a foot off the pavement, I threw the flaps up to get the thing to drop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's flap control. I'm learning is a kind of an art, and those guys that have those bush planes that they can just literally crank them up and down. They're not powered like these ones are. They have a little bit of an advantage. Thanks, Slan Alpha. I'm trying to spice things up a little bit, I guess.
I'm off to bed. I got to be up at 5:30 in the morning for morning PT. So it was a pleasure flying with.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Take her easy.
Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Good night.
Good night.
See you all.
Thank you.
But yeah, Slant, I had trouble, maybe you saw, with one of my streams last week where the chat window wasn't working, and I got to digging in what I had set up, and it was like so convoluted.
And Squamish Beach 87 Tango, base gear down, full stop, runway 33, Squamish traffic.
And so Jet Pilot Cinnamon said, well, you know, they've got a bunch of free templates that you can edit and customize, and so he showed me that, and I picked this one, and I don't know, everything's working, so I'm happy about that.
For those of you who know Streamlabs, every time that I switch between windows, it blanks out the actual stream. Do you know if that is something that I need to fix?
I know how. I know
configuration.
I know a
Melvin's seen
workaround.
that.
Yep, I know a workaround, Al South, and I can walk you through that if you want.
Sure.
Okay, so what you actually have to do is you have to run X-Plane in windowed mode, not in full screen mode. So that's the first thing. It's a little bit of a bummer. But then the kind of the duct tape bush fix is you have to take your screen size, because you know when you run it in windowed mode, right? You can see the menu on the top.
Taxi runway 33, Squamish traffic.
You have to resize the menu,
So you just
screen size?
Yeah, you just drag the handles and you make your screen just a little bit bigger than what Streamlabs can show, and then that, like I said, that's not like a great fix, but it's what I have to do because I have the same problem if I try to run it in windowed mode.
Okay, I'll try it later today.
We doing left or right traffic here at Squamish?
I'm thinking I think it's going to be right traffic.
Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, Squamish.
There's Squamish.
Extended right downwind for runway 33, Squamish.
Squamish traffic, November 11816. We're going to be following that traffic on right downwind, runway 33, Squamish. Super high.
Hotel Sierra is number 3 on the same traffic pattern.
Squamish is 171 feet.
Squamish traffic 87 Tango, clear runway 33 at Alpha.
So Slant Alpha, you're the one that actually helped me with that fix. So that, yep, that it's worked well. It's you know, it is what it is. And I have a separate window set up for P3D because P3D runs fine in full screen mode for some reason, but X-Plane doesn't. So I just switch back and forth between P3D and X-Plane depending on what I'm flying, and all is well. So we got to definitely...
Squamish traffic, Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, turning right base, runway 33, Squamish.
So I don't see him, so we're going to stay out here a little bit. And I'm still way high. I'm at 1,700 feet still. Toss in a, yeah. So I actually think Slant, you took me through that setup, and so that was really good. I appreciated that, and I was able to use that in the new. Well, I secretly hoped that the new layout was going to fix that, but once it didn't, I was I was happy that I was able to remember how to do that and why that worked, or at least how that worked. So that's kind of what we do, though, right? We help each other and figure stuff out. And
Squamish traffic, Tomahawk 32 Foxtrot, 2 mile final, runway 33.
All right, so he's plenty clear of me. That's Squamish 11816, right base, runway 32, Squamish. All right, there we're through 1,000. We're still a bit high, I think, but I think we're slow enough now that we'll.
You see 32 Foxtrot, Melvin?
Negative.
You know, one cool thing about this Super Cup, it has 2 tanks, and you have to constantly change the tank, because if not, the airplane starts leaning to the side that is heavier.
That's Squamish
And I
traffic
keep forgetting that.
11816, turning
I keep
final runway
wondering why is the
32,
plane
Squamish.
leaning, and then until I remember. But that is so nice and real.
Oh man.
Hotel Sierra's turning right base for 32, number 3.
That guy, what's that? Oh man, I thought that was a plane. I saw that flash. I thought it was a plane coming down the runway, guys. It's just like some ground equipment or something. Oh, yeah, I'm not great at approaches, but I'm not that bad. All right, come on. I always bounce on these. Yeah. I always bounce on these asphalts with these big old bush tires. And Squamish 11816, we're just gonna go ahead and take the grass on the right to clear the runway. Squamish.
8 Hotel Sierra's on 2 mile final for 32. Squamish.
Yep, so he's already down. And
32 Foxtrot, clear the runway.
everybody's off, I think. Did I cut you off there, Hotel Foxtrot?
Not a problem. I was going low and slow. You were fine and dandy.
But yes, you did.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that. I thought I had left you enough space, and I never did see you there, so my apologies. Good piloting on your half, though.
No problem. Thank you.
Boy, I thought I left him enough room, but obviously I did not. There comes our buddy Downwind Sim. Let's pop out here and just watch. Well, I've got some work to do, even with the CTAF. There he is. Yep. Well done. Well done.
And 8 Hotel Sierra is clear of 32, taxiing to the ramp.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and cut him off now. That was intentional.
Melvin, you went into the fence over there or something.
I didn't see anything, but I don't have a ton of stuff here rendering, so I don't know. All right, well, yeah, I don't know why this didn't. There should be. I'm gonna have to see what's going on because this is a beautiful airport. I don't know why I don't have it. Weird. Yeah, something to work on. All right. Okay. Well, that was again a super fun night. A little bit of bonus airstrips
Gentlemen, great trip, fantastic scenery. Love the trip. I had a few technical problems and had to restart, but everything was happy on the second half, and glad I caught up to you. Thanks for waiting.
It was a blast. It was a definite blast. You're going to have to help me out. I don't have any buildings or anything showing up here. I don't know what the heck's going on, but maybe we can talk about that later on.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you see all the stuff I have on my stream, I assume.
Sorry, I need to pull that up. I didn't
Which
realize I
airport
had
do you have,
closed that.
Downwind?
So this is the Squamish scenery available on xplane.org.
I'm going to go back in and just re-download. There must have been something that happened with the download because, yeah, I don't have any of that. And that's what I don't have any trees. I don't have any of that. So I'll try a re-download and just see if that helps make things a little better. But anyway, yeah, good flight, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep, enjoyed it. You better get to bed. You got school in the morning.
Yeah, ain't it the truth? All right, guys, I'm out of here. See ya.
Oh, okay, take care.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just close up again. Big thank you to Trax for the route. A big thank you to Downwind Sim for helping create a lot of the scenery that you saw there. A big thank you to Slant Alpha for promoting this thing and getting the word out, and everybody that joined in and made this flight what it was. Much appreciated. Coming up for me, the rest of this week looks like this. You heard us talking about tomorrow, Thursday, but tomorrow there's actually a Train It Up Tuesday, which is in the Colorado area. I think the featured airfields are Pueblo and maybe Colorado Springs. And it's again, it's kind of a GA event, maybe a biz jet type of event. We're going to be flying the Phenom, the Carenado Phenom 300, and haven't decided yet exactly where we're going to be flying to and from, but we'll be in the middle of that event somewhere, and that should be a lot of fun. And then Thursday, the Virtual USA Flying Club has an event. It's a combined event with the New York and Boston ARTCCs, and they're gonna kind of staff it up out there, and we're gonna do a skyline flight over the Hudson River. The weather is going to be terrible, forecast to be pretty terrible, so we're probably going to cheat and make it a nice weather day and just practice that skyline route. So, the 15th is the combined event, Jet Pilot Cinemas tell me. So never mind. So we still do have a Virtual USA Flying Club event, though, on the this coming Thursday. Oh, he's telling me we just enlisted New York ARTC to help us out. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. But anyway, we'll be messing around with those guys, and they're a great group. Head over and check them out on the Discord. They have all the information of their events posted there. And then coming up on Saturday, we will be in the PMDG 737. I still have a little bit of testing to do with some of my heavies, and that's the next one on the list. So it will be. It's not exactly like that's a heavy, but when you compare it to a Skylane, it is. So it'll be one of the jets that I have in the hangar. We're going to try to see if it's working with the new install, and that'll be what we do on Saturday. I don't know where we're flying. We'll just look and see where there is some ATC action and or some weather or both, and just basically plan off of that. All right, I think that is going to wrap it up. It was a long night of flying, a fun night of flying. Thanks again for coming along. And until next time, I'll be looking for you on the TCAS. Everybody take care. God bless.